All right, so welcome back, guys. This is episode 2 of To Be Honest. Here we have today we have Nick and Artie.
Two new guests.
Two new guys. These
Who'da
are
thought?
Michael's friends
Thank you.
from uni.
Nice.
Yeah,
Happy to be here.
exactly. Introduce yourself. Like, give us like a 30-second or 15-second introduction.
I'm Nick. What can I say?
What can I say? What can I say?
What do you study?
I study global business. I'm from South Africa. I'm Unk. These guys are my kids. It's a good day. It's a beautiful
Good
day,
day.
you know?
Yeah, the
Happy to
weather's
be here.
perfect.
Perfect weather, honestly.
Perfect. Can't
Yeah.
stop glazing it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Artie, and this guy steal my word. I'm from GBU as well, but from Milan, China. Yeah, good day. Good day indeed.
Good day. Good day.
Yeah,
Hey,
good day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks
Now-
for joining us.
Should we call it like For Be Honest or something like?
For beyond.
Beyond.
That's great. That's actually
No, I'm
good.
just a guess. I'm just a guess.
Creative. So the topic today is about love. Love. Everybody's favorite topic. We talked a little bit about it in the first episode, but now we have 2 guests that we can share this topic with.
Yeah, we have a lot to share.
A lot to share. A lot of experience.
Some good, some bad, but let's see what happens.
Yeah. But so for the audience that's watching, are you guys currently in a relationship?
Ooh.
I am very freshly currently in a relationship. So we'll see.
Congratulations.
Talk about honeymoon phase, I guess.
I guess.
You're still in it. Exactly. That's good. What about you, Artie?
Thank you.
That's just a sad story.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
still single.
We can delve into that later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll start off with some fun casual questions to just get the mood going, and then we'll dive into the deep topics.
The mood going.
Yeah. So first question we have is, what's the most down bad thing you guys have done for love?
Starting off strong.
That's
Starting
okay.
off strong.
Casual question.
Casual question.
Okay.
Down bad.
Would you like to start us off, Artie?
Down bad.
Yeah, it could be in high school, could be middle school.
I think for me is like I took a flight to the girl. Sit down, consider as
How
down
long
bad.
was the flight?
It's like just 2 hours.
2 hours. Is it in China?
No,
Oh.
Ooh.
Do you care to share where?
it's in Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah, that
You
was
know-
my
whoever-
high school.
Oh, whoever it is, you know who you are.
Oh shit.
Yeah. For me, so like in my first year, there was a girl I liked, and so like she was in business as well. So I was like, oh, show me your class schedule so I can see if like any classes matching. Purely just so I could like coincidentally be walking past her class like as it ends and be like, okay, like what are you doing now? I'm gonna grab lunch. You know, there's small things, opportunities to I see her.
Sim.
Have
Yeah, I
you
was
been-
pretty down bad.
Have you ever been rejected
Uh,
by her? I mean,
well, she's not around anymore, so
wait, why?
that. It just didn't work, I guess.
Is your,
Nothing too deep.
is your first love in uni?
Nah, it wasn't first love. It was just first interest.
You
know?
said that's first year, and then
the first year. I was like, we were on like 2 days, and then
2 days.
that was that. I don't know.
Okay.
Nothing there.
Wasn't
you
that
know?
deep.
Mm.
Wait, what about you, Michael? What's the most down bad thing?
Was down bad?
Yeah.
Jakarta.
I'm not down bad.
Oh, nonchalant guy. Okay, give us a good answer. To be honest.
Why don't you start? Why don't you start?
I'll start. I learned Korean for a girl.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that was-
Do you have a
that
story
was like
about
middle
that?
I think. Wait, I don't even know if she knows. Maybe you're watching, but I don't know if she knows. Yeah, I learned Korean for. Took tutor classes just for her. And we were
And
the
then-
same. Like, it was like basically. I asked this high school senior to teach me Korean because he was actually Korean, and then we planned to have lessons together. So that was like my way of initiating more interactions. Yeah.
And then what
Not bad,
happened?
not
It's cute
bad,
though.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
She had to move, so
Oh,
nothing happened.
shit.
Yeah, but it was cute. It was a middle school cute stuff.
Middle school. What was I doing in middle school?
Middle school. Oh, shit.
Middle school.
We're old.
Back in my
For me, low key, went to the same like secondary school just to like be in like the same environment,
vicinity.
same vicinity. Low key. Now that I think back.
Dang, how did
All
you?
of us just use everything.
So
just
you
to
know,
see them.
after like a few years of pursuit, then I eventually went to another school. Now you know why.
Wait, did you mention age? How old are you guys for the audience watching?
I'm 21 now. Yeah, turning 22 this year.
Old.
I'm 20, turning
21
21 next week.
Next Wednesday.
Yes.
Wednesday, audience.
Thank you.
Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday.
Where's my
Happy
gift
Wednesday.
now, guys?
This is the gift. Actually, we haven't shared our age. How old are you, Michael?
I'm 19.
I'm,
How about you, Andrew?
I'm 17. I'm the dongsang. I'm the youngster.
Good range. Good range.
Good range.
Good range.
Good range.
Perfect for Nick, huh?
Whoa.
All right, we'll have a second question we have that's kind of fun. Share a funny story about a bad dating experience.
Ooh.
Something awkward that happened on a date or
Actually, let's start with this. How many times have you guys dated?
Like relationships?
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever you consider.
Yeah, I mean, I think four. Four ones I'd
Oh.
consider.
Okay, actually,
Three?
what do you consider a relationship? What is a relationship to you? Like, what makes a relationship for you?
That's crazy. For me, I think there's quite a big difference, like just personally between like going on dates versus like actively being in a relationship with someone. I'm not saying you should go like date different girl every different day, you know, but I feel like if you're meeting someone up a bunch of times and just having a good time, like there's nothing really there yet. You know, you have to actually actively make the choice to say, oh, I want to date you, I want to be in a relationship with you, and then that's kind of how I differentiate it. So once
Okay.
you've made that choice, you made it clear to them, then. Yeah.
Okay, so there's like a difference between just dating and also being in a relationship with them.
Yeah.
Because dating is like just getting to know them, no strings attached.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
got you. Yeah. So four times.
Four.
For dating or for relationships?
For relationships.
For relationships. Okay. All right. What about RD?
For me, it's 3. I think it's like one-sided sometimes, so that's why I ended. So the one-sided love is kind of
That's tough.
tough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Found
So
a lover boy.
yeah, I feel like the relationship should be like two of them, like care for each other, like support each other, no matter what they, been
Yeah,
through.
yeah. Do you think that's like one of the most important things in a relationship?
Yes,
Mm.
like double-sided and care for each other.
Yeah. Care for each other and also just putting in equal effort as well.
Yeah, effort. Yes.
Yeah.
That's very true. It's just 50-50 for sure.
50-50, yeah. Yeah.
What about you guys?
Us. How many times have we dated?
Yeah.
I've been in 2 relationships.
One.
1.
I thought you wanted to finish. Okay.
Finish what?
One for me.
One for you.
No,
Finish what?
Good guy.
What was that?
No, that was it. That was it. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna elaborate on two, and then you're gonna be like, oh, the first one was amazing.
Yeah, there's some stories, man. We'll get
No,
there, we'll
both
get there.
both are serious. Both are committed relationships.
So you
are-
assumed they weren't coming.
Yo.
I think we're just messing around.
I don't know. You tell me. But yeah, both were committed. They were. I mean, it was in high school as well. But both, I think, for high school relationships, they're considered pretty long already. It was like 7 months for both, 7 to 8 months for both. In high school, yeah. It was learned a lot. I shared a lot about it in the first episode, so you can check it out there. But let's bring the focus back to you guys. So, yeah, share us like a bad dating experience or like
Bad
an
dating.
awkward one.
I mean, I'll just say it's not really.
It's not really my thing. Not really my
No,
thing.
no,
Bad dates.
I mean, it's not like a bad story or funny or whatever, but it was an interaction I had last year on a first date with a girl. And it was quite funny to me because, well, funny, embarrassing, I guess you could say, because the reason I didn't get a second date from her was because she said my food choices were too feminine. You know? She said like... Yo, it's not that funny. She said like... Yeah, she said my favorite foods and what I don't like was like very feminine energy. She wanted more of a masculine guy, so I got rejected on my food choices. That was
Word.
quite embarrassing.
Wait.
Word.
How can you say a dish that is for girls?
But like, what is feminine
Yeah.
food?
Exactly. For starters,
Okay, what did you order? What did you order?
Let's preface this. We went to Hot Pot, okay? I feel like that's kind of valid.
Yeah.
How could you get wrong with a hot pot?
Exactly.
Hot pot's like bisexual.
Bisexual.
Hot pot is like
Yeah.
Unisex.
Unisexual. Yeah, unisex.
Unisexual.
That's the word,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Wait, so what did you order?
It was just hot pot, bro. You have beef, pork, you know, have my cabbage. I love cabbage, but that can't be it.
What's feminine about it?
Yeah.
Did she explain? Did she elaborate?
She just said it was just the vibe, you know. She said I just give off like my food choices. We talked about like other food. So at hot pot, obviously. I was like, oh yeah, like the Korean food I like tteokbokki. She says very, very feminine.
Out of all things to say, like you gave off feminine energy, it was food.
Yeah.
Maybe just you just put it nicely.
It's projection, man. It's projection.
Whatever.
What did she order?
I feel like it was the same, you know?
Yeah.
And then maybe that's why. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe I should be ordering some pig's brains.
Yo, next time
some-
order
Yeah.
duck blood.
Yeah, pig ear, pig's brain.
Mm.
I'll take notes. I'll take notes.
When did it happen?
What do you mean, like about mid last year?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mid last year.
Yeah.
Well, so like, what happened after that interaction? Just nothing after that.
Nothing.
You
Like
can't
we were
recover from
leaving
that.
and she was like, you know, your food choice is so feminine, blah 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 blah. And then there just didn't like there's just no second date after
Did she say it in your face?
that. Yeah, like right here. Man.
right after the
Like we were leaving like the restaurant and we were saying blah blah blah. They're just chatting and then she mentioned it and I was like, okay, damn.
Wow.
Damn.
I would just walk away.
That's what I did.
type shit.
Oh.
Not that deep. It's not that deep.
How about you, Artie? What was the question?
Awkward.
Awkward dating experience.
I can't think of any now. Maybe I'm just being, you know,
Well,
Not awkward,
what about
maybe.
the best dating
the
experience?
best.
A good one.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We went to a camp, just us. So we slept in a tent. So like just no people, no other people, and sleep on a mountain. And then we did barbecue. We did all the stuff like hiking shit, hiking stuff. Yeah,
You're gonna blur that. You're gonna beat that.
yeah. I love hiking.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Would you say camping is your go-to dating spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
After
feel
that
like-
experience.
Yo, we camp a lot, man. Yo.
Yeah.
I feel it's such a high entry barrier for like camping.
High
Especially as-
barrier.
No, like as a first date, I feel like you can't tell someone,
Honestly.
"Hey, let's go away for 2 days with no one else."
If you ask a girl
you
to
know?
hike at first, they won't say you are feminine.
okay, maybe.
They might think you're a creep if you ask them. Yeah,
That's
let's
what
go
I'm saying.
for it.
Like, nobody
Like,
take you to a place
just
where
me
no
and
one's
you.
gonna hear you
Oh,
scream. You know?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, good for you, I guess.
Yeah. Wait, then
Yeah.
what are
Thank
some
you.
other dating spots that are top tier for you guys? Or dating activity.
I feel like you just can't go wrong with a decent dinner, central.
Let me guess.
Basic.
Peachy.
Peachy.
You know,
Shout out
honestly,
Peachy
like,
Central.
Shout out Peachy. Sponsor
I've
us.
been to so
Sponsor
many
us.
times. And it's actually a place I really don't enjoy their food, but
Vibe.
yeah.
Vibe.
No, I don't even. It's just a restaurant, to be honest. But I feel like a lot of people enjoy it, so it's just a safe option, I think. And then if we're in Central, there's always a lot of places to go afterwards. Ice cream, drinks. So you can always extend the date if you need to, like if it's going well.
Exactly.
But then you can also just be like, okay, it's dinner, done, and then leave if it's bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then do you guys prefer to have like more spontaneous dates? Where it's like you just see where it goes? Or you'd like to actually have a plan?
I think a bit more planned.
Okay.
I don't like being tied into things. I guess you could say.
Okay.
So yeah, I like being able to like have my own flexibility with it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a good way to go. Yeah.
Beach also a good spot. Good spot.
I think beach is a good one.
Yeah. Oh, Shaco especially.
Wait, can you hold it?
All right. We have another question. What's the most creative way that you've tried to flirt with someone?
We're not creative at all, man.
Creative way you flirted with someone.
Flirt. Yeah. Or creative way you've tried to just rizz up someone.
That's a crazy question.
I don't raise.
Shut up.
You don't rizz, you just attract.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm a very basic person,
Same.
I love a good just swipe up on a story,
Okay. Yeah.
Especially, I mean, it's always a good conversation start at least. If it's something that you're actually interested in, then it's easy. Somebody's
Yeah.
at your favorite restaurant and you'd be like, oh my god, I love that place.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not
And
a feminine place.
if they
but-
vibe with you too, then
Yeah.
they're gonna
I mean,
reciprocate. Yeah.
but I feel like I'm not walking up to people on the street and being like,
Mm.
you know, can I have your number or guess what hand, something, whatever
Mm.
game. Nah, not me.
Yeah, but have you guys ever done that? Just like cold approach.
Nah.
Only when I get drunk.
Only when you're drunk. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like if you're at a bar or something, then yeah, but
Mm.
not even like, not at a cafe or on the street, nothing like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Nothing too crazy.
Nothing crazy.
Well, since you shared when you're drunk, what are some crazy drunk experiences?
Okay, I have one.
Oh, you asking the right question.
Yeah.
You mean yesterday or like?
Yesterday. Any day.
Ooh.
Any day.
Oh, like there was a one clubbing experience. I was in Netherlands. So me and my two boys were in a club, and we were drunk, really drunk. And then we saw like me and my really good, my best friend like next to me, and we are going to like talk to girls. So we saw like two girls. They are together. They're dancing, and they keep looking at us. So maybe we should do a shot, and then just go approach them. And then we attribute like which one is like. So there's two girls, right?
Mm.
So I say I like that one, and he said he liked that one. So okay, we make the deal.
Mm.
And then after like, he's a little bit shy, so I just approached him first, saying, "Oh, my guy over there think you're really pretty," and actually that girl is, I like that girl actually.
Ooh.
And then I said that to her, like about that guy or
Yeah.
my guy really likes you, and then she said to me, "Oh really? Oh, I really like you actually. I don't want to talk to her." I said, "Oh shit."
Oh, dog!
Oh shoot. Yeah, I said, "Oh, cool. Then we're just like a little bit like dancing, and we switch girls at the end.
Oh, so he was
Ooh.
down for that too.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like,
I
sure.
would say, so did you dog your boy? And it's like, I know he
No,
wants this
I
girl,
was
but if she
Play
wants
nice
me,
before,
then-
like if my guy won the girl, I said like give it to her.
Okay, so
Give
both
it
of
to
you
her.
guys were
happy?
happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's
My
good.
guy is not happy
Oh.
because the girl I kiss is his girl.
Oh, so he wasn't happy.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you have no loyalty to your
But
friends.
yeah, he
Was he- was
understand.
he mad at you?
understand. No, he's not.
Okay.
He understand.
That's good.
Boys.
It happens.
It happens. Well, what about you, Nick? Any crazy drunk experiences?
Yo,
I don't think he'll remember.
yeah, I'm like it was super crazy then. Yeah, it's a foggy memory. Not really. I met my current girlfriend in the club, so shout out to her. Honestly, I feel like I'm the type of guy who loves to just watch their friends do the dumb stuff. You know, I'm the type of guy who'll be pulling out his phone and sending it like on the group chat the next morning to embarrass
Okay.
them.
Okay,
Yeah.
then
Sure.
let's say what embarrassing things we did. Like you love to watching us, so.
This guy gets so aggressive.
I remember. Oh my god.
We went out a week ago for our friend's mutual friend's birthday, and then he's like
It was
every
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, every 5 minutes, just like some stupid game, just to be able to hit you. What's up with that, man?
Wait, what game?
Bro, where's my phone?
Forgot everything.
Here.
I'll show you. I'll show you later.
Oh my god.
But I mean, but Nick, I think we have pictures of you like throwing up in Shenzhen as well, though.
I had a bad day. One
bad day. Bad day. We'll just insert the picture here.
Yeah. Shenzhen,
Oh no.
that one I was coming off a rough night the night before as well. So I like to preface with that as
Okay,
my
right.
excuse.
Context. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was in the club for like 3 minutes and then decided, yeah, this is not gonna work out for me. Let me go sit outside. And then that was
And
the end
threw
of
up
it.
on the
I feel.
streets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Nick, since you brought up your girlfriend, what are 3 things that you would say to her to appreciate her right now? Let's make this wholesome.
Oh my god.
On the spot.
Wholesome for her, embarrassing for me, man.
No,
That
it's
hard.
cute. It's cute. She'll love it. She'll love it.
I feel like she cares for me quite unconditionally.
Aw.
I mean, that's the first thing I will say. Like, if I have like a lot of complaints to other people or something,
Oh my god.
Oh,
not about
all
other
the time.
people.
Oh,
if I'm complaining to other people about, you know, whatever's going on in my life, whatever, I feel a lot of people try to see logical reasoning in it or try to give solutions, which obviously I appreciate, you know. But I feel like with her, it's always listen to the issue first and kind of just be like, tell me it's okay first, and then kind of deal with the issue later.
Okay. So she's a
So,
good listener.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah.
Mm. That's cute.
You got 2 more
That's
things.
I was really hoping you'd forget. I feel like she's very high energy, which helps me get out the house a bit. I feel like if it wasn't for her being so high energy, we wouldn't do a lot of the... We travel quite a bit. We've been to like 5 cities this year.
Wow.
So
Which 5?
Guangzhou, Shenzhen, wherever else, Zhuhai. Well, it's basically here anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, because she's quite high energy, I feel like I gained a lot of new experiences and new hobbies. I think just through her, like, kind of like forcing me to get out the house or get out my room. So that's also quite nice. I enjoy that, the fact that I get to experience new things and everything's a bit new. Like everything's always fun, never the same thing. Yeah.
So you said you guys have only dated, what, 1 month? Was it?
Yeah.
1 month. Wow. Congrats.
Shout out me.
Shout out you. Shout out you. What was one thing that caught your eye about her?
Let's move on to Artie, man.
Yeah, well, we met in 2023, actually. September 2023. So I've known her for a very, very long time. And obviously we were in a club then. So my initial attraction was like, wow, she's pretty, obviously. You know, I really liked her eyes. But then nothing really happened then. She ended up leaving Hong Kong for a decent while. And then went to the US, whatever. And then came back at the end of last year. And then we had a school dinner, high table dinner. We were all there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I invited her to come to that. Just kind of like random cold text. Hey, do you want to pull up? It'll be a good time. And then when I was chatting to her then, I could feel a lot of like growth with her. Like in terms of like maturity. Why are we laughing?
Why don't they both laugh with that?
I'm not saying she's childish. I'm just saying like...
Lucky.
Like I grew a lot over the last year because I also went to the US, I went to Singapore. So I had a lot of like life experiences between the time I first met her and now. And so to see that like, because I grew a lot of person, see that she also grew in the same way, I guess, kind of like interested me a lot.
You just felt connected to her because of that.
Yeah.
That's good.
A lot of shared experiences. We were both at the US at the same time. Different cities, but you know, we had a lot to talk about, a lot of like shared experiences, new experiences. So we bonded over that.
That's awesome. Yeah. It's good.
So you guys like technically grew apart, then came together.
Basically. Yeah. I'd say so. But yeah.
So you guys are doing long distance now. How you feel about that? Like,
short long distance. She's only an hour away, so not that deep.
Okay.
I'm fine with it. I was also a big hater of long distance, to be honest. I had bad experiences in the past. But now it's fine. I think like also because I'm a lot older now, like I have a lot more of my own things to do. Where it sounds quite rude to say, but I like being able to know that like I'm always free to do my own thing. You know, I never have to worry about, oh, do I have to make plans with her? I haven't seen her in 2 days. That kind of thing, you know.
Like the pressure.
Yeah. There's no pressure to keep myself free or that kind of thing. So I'm always able to get my tasks done, do what I want, and then obviously there's the time for her when she's free.
So basically, you value your own space and your like individuality.
Yeah, I'm a big advocate for have your own individual life first, and then your partner is a part of your life.
Yeah, for
more
sure.
than you and your partner have a life together.
Sure.
You know.
Exactly. It's a bonus. It's a bonus that your life partner can contribute positively to your
Yeah.
life.
That's
sure.
actually healthy. That's actually healthy.
It's
That's
very
healthy.
healthy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people, especially like if you go to the same uni or that type of stuff, you can become very codependent on others, and then you know. A lot of people, you have the same friend group and everything, then you kind of lose who you are outside of the relationship.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's one thing I definitely want to try and avoid. Yeah, I am a big advocate for, you know, have your own life first. And then if you're comfortable in your own life, happy in your own life, then the partner is just going to enhance that, you know?
Yeah. There's like a line between hyper independency and codependency.
For sure.
And it's definitely important to know what the healthy line is.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm dropping gems.
Actually, there's a question for both of you since you brought up long distance. What do you think is a very important thing to have in a relationship to successfully be in a long distance relationship?
Trust.
Big
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Trust
If
me,
you don't
bro.
if you don't have trust, then like you keep like guessing like what they're doing, like they're cheating or like they doing like other stuff. So making trust, building trust is really important to give insurement to each other, saying, oh, I'm only yours, so I won't cheat or I won't like do other thing else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think like this trust can be built through many ways too. Like just open communication, also through evidence as well. Like if you haven't been doing like scandalous stuff, then you're probably not gonna start doing so. So yeah, trust is important.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask as my follow-up question to that is how to then build that trust, because I feel like especially if your long distance begins very early into your relationship, you don't have, like you're saying, if you've been good in the past, obviously you're gonna continue to be good. But like let's say you're starting with long distance, how do you kind of give your partner trust when they have nothing to base it off of?
Like would this be a scenario where like we just met each other where I don't know their past? Or
Well, let's say like a girl's visiting Hong Kong, you know, she's from Canada or somewhere outside of Hong Kong just for a week. You end up meeting her and then you guys vibe completely, like 100%, but now she's only here as a tourist for a week. You know, how do you go ahead with giving each other trust now that you're doing long distance after such a short time?
honestly, I think upon trust, the connection that you have also influences that trust. So like I think you can feel it. I think once you because I think trust, it's a objective thing, but you can also feel the trust. And I think that's equally important. Having trust objectively in the relationship, and also if both parties feel it, that's also important. So I think once the connection is there, once you guys have developed a meaningful connection, I think trust will naturally grow. Just like anything, any other feeling in the relationship, it'll naturally just grow. And I think, practically, definitely communication will help with trust. Open communication, being vulnerable with each other, like being honest with each other, to be honest. That's very important. And I think all of these things, accumulate in trust and help both parties feel the trust, which is important.
Yeah.
That's good. That's actually really good. Yeah.
Why'd you give it to me?
That's a bit.
I have a question. Would you say like if your girlfriend asks you to have like a photo of who are you hung out with, like is there a girl, like asks you to sign a picture, would you consider this like losing trust?
Wait, if it's a girl?
Like my girlfriend, like asked me to take a picture of the who are you hung out with.
Yeah, like you're at dinner, she says, show me a video of the table, like everybody at the table.
That shows like there's no trust between like I would say no, there's no girl, and she still asks a picture.
That's a good question. Honestly, you can never know what she's thinking, but I would assume that she's just curious. No, I would assume that she's just curious.
Okay, so your first assumption would like give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
like
good.
she's not asking to see like, oh, are you cheating? She's saying, oh, who are your friends?
Okay.
You know?
Oh, the boys are here, you know?
The boys, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think I mean trust is also like on a spectrum. Like you can't just say I trust you completely or I completely trust you.
It's not
It's
black
like,
and white.
yeah, it's not black and white. There's like gray areas. But I think it's also very like depends on each situation, because we don't know if that girl's like history, right? Maybe she's had a history where the guy was very untrustworthy. So now she feels like insecure about it. And that doesn't mean like necessarily the trust is not there. It just comes from insecurity. But yeah, for me, I guess I would also like see it or interpret it more like Michael. Like I'll just give her the benefit of the doubt. Like just think that, oh, she's curious.
Yeah, she's curious, she cares about what I'm doing.
Yeah, I would see it as and I would see it as like opportunity to connect even more, right? Like if I can, like let's assume that she is actually kind of like worried of who I'm with, then I would just see it as an opportunity for me to reassure her, to gain that trust, to like earn that trust. Yeah, I see it as a good thing. Yeah.
Was it Artie's question?
Yeah.
Good question.
What about you though? What about you?
Me? About
Yeah.
what?
I feel like
what would
it's
you do?
your own
Yeah.
question.
I just feel like yes,
No!
Frank.
No.
if
Sorry.
if the girl just asked me to send those things, like I
Send
feel
those things.
I feel like for me it's just like I didn't do enough
Oh,
I
okay.
make her insecure about.
Ooh.
That's
Yeah.
a take.
I make her insecure.
Hot take,
So
good take, good take.
I didn't do enough to make her to like
Feel reassured.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like
So-
if you were able to prove your trust earlier on, she wouldn't need to be doing this.
Good point.
That's a crazy good take.
Good perspective.
Yeah, good perspective. Yeah.
Damn.
I resonated with that one. Okay.
Didn't know that before we hung out, right? It's like,
Oh.
Yeah, but I think like these type of situations, it's also not just let's say one person's like fault. I don't think it's anyone's fault. Like I don't think it's you didn't do enough or she should be more secure about herself. I think it's just a matter of the situation, a matter of the scenario.
Matter of dynamics.
Matter of dynamics.
It's also just the way things
There's
go.
no right or wrong
Exactly.
answer to
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, there's so
Yeah.
much from both
Especially now,
sides
yeah.
that just lead up to like that moment where she would need to ask, like whether it's her past insecurities or like whatever you did in your past or whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's just so much leading up to it. You can't really pinpoint.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah, and the important thing is like what you guys choose to do in that moment, because I would say it's a very like vulnerable. It can be turned into a very vulnerable moment, and I think those moments are the most important for a relationship to like grow.
Yeah, I want to like go back to Artie's point. I think it's really valid as well. And if I were to date again, if I were to go into a relationship again,
When?
I think in the beginning set like clear like.
when you
When? I was gonna say like if I start again, were to date again in the beginning, like, I think I would have like a clear expectation with my partner. Like it goes both ways. Into like, what are you doing? Like I would like, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, my fault. Broke your train of thought.
expectations. Set clear expectations at the start.
I would set clear expectations, and then if something that bothers them and something that they want to get out, and I would expect them to like tell me, because I wouldn't want any resentments to be kept from both sides. And then I feel like it's also important for me and my partner to be open and to reach out. Oh, hey, I don't think this is like, I don't find it cool, or I'm like feeling uncomfortable about it.
like,
And that would make
building
like
boundaries.
things so much easier. And I think this is like one of the key factors to like effective communication.
Yeah, definitely. It's important not to just let things like slide. I mean, like there's I guess times where if it's like a small issue, then it's okay to like just let it go and just forgive your partner without needing to bring it up. But I think it's important if it repeats, and if you feel it stacking up inside you, it's definitely important to have the courage to share it with your partner and not just keep it in, because as you said, it'll turn into resentment
over time. Yeah,
exactly, and that'll just make it worse.
Yeah, you start counting the times like they've done that, and then you really start hating it.
Yeah. What are some major, I guess, aspects of a relationship that are the most important for it to grow properly, or traits of a healthy relationship?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think traits of a healthy relationship for me.
What a
I'm
shock.
trying to pick one.
I-
Top of my head.
We talk about trust.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
talk about care. I want to say like quality time.
Okay.
Like before, Nick said like he want to have his own time, but I feel like I would enjoy like doing my own time with her. Like that's the quality time. Yeah, I feel like
So would you say your love language is quality time?
quality time.
Okay. Is that your like top love language?
Yes.
Okay.
So let's do a love language.
I was about to say, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Love language. Quick fire.
Tier list.
Yeah.
Rapid fire.
Last time, I talked with Michael first episode. Yours is gifts, right?
Oh yeah, I do like
Yours is
gifts.
gifts.
I like gifts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really, I think gifts is a rare one.
Oh,
right.
I'm also.
Oh, also gifts. Whoa.
You're just gonna list all 7, bro. It's like, what are they?
there's quality time, physical touch, gifts, acts of service, and words of affirmation.
5?
Same.
Five,
Wow.
yes. Same.
Same.
All 5. Yeah, actually, I talked about it a little in the first episode. I think like a misconception about love languages is like people think that your top love language is like the only way you can like receive or give love, but no, it's just your preference. It's a matter of preference. It's not like it's the language in which you speak the best at and that you would want to be done for you. Yeah,
personally, I think that like I feel like if languages clash though, I think it can definitely be quite hard to adapt to. I mean, obviously,
yes,
I'm not saying it can't be done. If you like the person, you like the person. But I feel like if somebody's top love language is their partner's 5th one, it's definitely going to take a long time to get over it.
Oh, that's a good point.
It'll take time for the person to like accommodate to in both ways.
Yeah.
But I think it's healthy to make it so that it's not just one-sided, because it's also like I can easily just blame my partner for not showing up for me in the way I want to, but then it's also my responsibility to like learn to accept them and learn like accept their limitations. Yeah, and just be in the middle. I think that's most healthy.
Yeah.
But what are your love languages? We got Artie with quality
So
time.
I will put the quality time at top because what matters is not the place, it's the people.
Yeah, we're gonna clip that.
Finally.
It's like nice, yes.
And then second, I'll put gifts because I think spending time to prepare for gifts is really showing that you care about that person.
Yes.
Like you want to give them a surprise. Even for my friends, I will like put a lot of time to like to prepare a gift, like what it suit them really well. That can show that I care about them, like know what they want.
Yeah.
I think for me, like bouncing back and forth to the 2 dogs you're talking about with, I think like for me, the signs of a healthy relationship are like open communication and trust for sure. And kind of what we've been discussing. And so because that's like my belief, building off that, I think my love language is definitely words of affirmation because I feel like it's the one that definitely most directly can give your partner the most trust and obviously communication, all that stuff. So I really words of affirmation for me.
Yeah, that used to be my top. Yeah, used to. Yeah, but I think it's changed. I think it changed because I realized that I also need actions to back it up, and I think like I've had experience where they didn't match, so I kind of like lowered my not lowered my standard, but it just didn't make me feel as good as it used to. Like
you
words.
can't value it if you know it's not true.
Exactly. Like I need words and actions to match. Otherwise, the words are kind of meaningless to me. It's like
They gotta walk your talk.
gotta walk your talk.
Yeah.
So that means like it doesn't mean that you don't value it. It just means that you've learned to outgrow it. You've outgrown it. Would you say that?
I guess more or less. Yeah, like I've outgrown it in the sense that like I've learned that there's more to it than just words. Words are not everything. Yeah, and I can also feel love. Yeah, not just from words. I can feel love from different ways as well, and not limit myself to one. Yeah.
Let's move on to first love.
First love.
First love experience.
Damn.
First love. We all had our first love. Sorry, Nick's girlfriend, but we're gonna talk about first love experience.
Others.
Nothing personal.
Yes.
Nothing personal. So yeah, Artie, how was your first love?
I think first love, is a beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing.
Yeah. It's like start from
Andrew.
zero. Yeah, start from zero, and you guys like exploring things, and then like all the curiosity, fulfill all the curiosity, and then just like immature and childish, and then maybe through first love, you know what you want.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think that like first love or / first relationship is definitely one of the most pivotal things that happen in your life. You know, especially like at that age. I think that you just learn so much about yourself and obviously relationships and all that in general that you definitely just can't ignore. I think it's definitely one of the most important things that you go through, especially around that age when you're already changing, kind of in high school, wondering what your future is. It really kickstarts your development, I guess, in maturity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think that maturity only is possible if the person properly learns from it. Because one could easily just like not look at or not reflect on anything, and they just like hate on their ex, or just like blame their ex for everything and just not look inwards. Like, they can easily do that as well and just not grow. Yeah.
I think judgment comes from lack of thinking. Lack of
thinking.
Oh no.
If you know, you know.
So how was your guys' first love experience?
Oh, my
was your
first
first love?
love was my first relationship, which was 3 years.
Ago or 3 years
3 years long.
3 years long. Oh, that's
Yeah,
long.
damn.
Whoa.
That's why I'm like, first love is quite a hectic topic. So I feel like, you know,
Yeah.
that's my entire high school period.
Ooh. Wow.
So I have a lot to say there. It was great. It was great. I do think that who your first love is can definitely, for the most part, shape you going forward after that.
Yeah.
Exactly like what you're saying about, you know, if you have a very bad experience, I think that can definitely turn you a bit sour and, you know, start blaming exes for stuff and that type of thing. But I mean, thankfully I had a great experience.
That's good. That's good. Wow.
Yeah, so only love.
2 years and that's it. Keep going.
No, so we dated for 3 years in high school, and then when high school ended, we were both moving out of South Africa. She was going to the US, I was going to Hong Kong. And then, like, leaving high school, we both already started having very different lifestyles. And we kind of realized that, you know, we're still in the same city, but just because we changed our lifestyles, we're already struggling a bit now. So, like, when we've got time zone differences, all that, like, it's not going to work. So we ended up just cutting it off a couple months before I came here.
Wow.
Can you share some like what lifestyle changes?
So we were both, like, backstory, I was rowing a lot of the time. I rowed for South Africa. Shout out me.
Shout out me.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nick.
Shout
Shout out.
taking-
Yes.
We were both taking the exact same subjects in high school. We were both on the national squad for rowing. And so, like, for us to make time for each other was very, very easy. Both because when we had free time, our schedules were identical. But then also when we were busy, you know, if she was like, oh, I'm studying geography, I would be like, oh, let me come with. Yeah, me too. So it was very, very easy just to spend a lot of good quality time with each other, whether it was intentional or unintentional. And then when we both graduated, I quit rowing, and then she moved like a little bit further out of the city. And then she got a job as a rowing coach. I got a different job, and then like had very, very conflicting schedules, different paces of life. And yeah, it was those kind of lifestyle changes that kind of really showed that we may not have been as connected as we thought we were initially. Because, again, it's very easy to get along with someone when you're doing your own interests or you're spending, like, not mundane tasks, but, like, it's so autonomous to be with
the
them.
environment is.
Yeah.
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 So the circumstance during that period of time, that period of season worked out for you guys.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Like, no regrets. I'm not saying that, like, we wouldn't have worked out if we weren't so similar, but,
It is what it is.
yeah, no, it's just definitely, like, you grow and you change.
You
and
grow.
then-
You grow, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you think she'll watch it?
I know she follows all of you. She follows you.
Oh,
She
wow.
follows you.
Oh wow.
Not me.
Not
she,
you.
She doesn't know me.
She follows me.
She'll see it. She'll see it.
Follow to be
So,
honest.
she'll see. She'll see.
Tag her.
Cliff and then
Hope
she'll
she's
see.
doing well as well.
Yeah,
And,
she's doing great.
RD, how about you?
I feel like I feel like for all of us, like first love is the feeling of first love you won't experience again, right?
That's very true.
So the first love is like you are nervous about everything. You will think about a thing that she did or what I did. Like you won't sleep the whole night. You will think about like what did I do it wrong or did I say the right thing? Yeah, but for me, it's just like compared to now the relationship I had like previously, and then I feel like the huge difference is like the first love like we spend a lot of quality time, like we go out a lot, like but nowadays it's like college like to like
we got our own lives and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think we would say like first love, the highs are really high, the lows are really low as well.
Mm.
I think first love as well, because it's like, I guess for most people, even if they also are scared of like connection, you can't help but to fall really deep into it because it's the first. It's the most. It's very important. Everybody knows it, like subconsciously. They just know like, frick, this is the first one. Oh god.
And you go full send.
Exactly. You go full, you go full swing.
Like, you just dive in, bro. You just dive in.
Exactly. You dive right in, and then you put so much emotion into it.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it feels what you said. It's definitely, it changes the first of all, it changes how you interact with future relationships, but also it definitely is unique. It's so unique. You can't replicate it.
So what's one takeaway you would have that you took away from your first relationship? Or what's the one biggest thing you learned?
Good question. Now the guest is asking me.
That's good. Finally some questions.
He's like, so what did you learn?
I'll give two. One.
Okay.
He's locked in. Oh, one question.
One is definitely, as you said, understanding how I function in a relationship. What I am looking for, or what my limitations are, and just how I act, like a different side of me, and like the really who I am as, like, I guess not just the person that I project myself to be with my friends, like really who I am. There's like no mask who I am, because definitely when you're in your first relationship, your true self comes out, like your inner child comes out too, just every part of you, and definitely got to learn about that of myself, and just also learn to love myself. I think that's really big. Yeah,
that's a crazy thing.
Huge.
Yeah, that's huge actually. Like I think that was the path of me, like that was the start of the journey of me like realizing how much there is of myself that I can love.
Whoa.
Yeah, like it opened everything up. I was like, whoa, I didn't know like there was so much that I didn't know about myself. Yeah, like even before my first relationship, I would say I'm a pretty like self-aware person. Even when I was like really young, I was really introspective, like really reflective. But that there was also still like a limitation to it, because I guess I've never experienced like love. So now after I've experienced it, it opened way more than what I've known myself. So yeah, it definitely helped me learn to love myself. Yeah. But then another thing that I learned is probably how important it is to maintain respect for the relationship that I had and for the other person. Yeah, because like what I don't like about is a hot take. What I don't like about I guess our generation's like relationships is like after a breakup, everyone just hates their ex.
Yeah.
But I don't agree with that. I think like fine, even if they treated you like crap. Like I mean, okay, there's nuances. There's nuances.
There's a line.
There's always a scale.
Oh, frick, yeah. Now I think about it, there are specific scenarios where it's like you can kind of justify like hating your ex. But
Like, if your ex cheats on you, then sure, they're a
let's say
terrible
there's
person,
no teaching.
but-
No teaching. Cheating.
Yeah, I mean,
Teaching.
even if it's a terrible relationship, I still feel like you learn so much, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, what did you hate about it, you know? About their personality, whatever. You're at least walking away with that knowledge, which will then undoubtedly make your next relationship better.
yeah, and I think the journey that you guys went through together deserves your respect. Deserves everyone's respect. It doesn't deserve you like hating on it, like hating the entire thing and just like dissing it. Like it's so precious. It's so precious that it shouldn't be talked about it in such a negative light. I think it's important to focus on the positives of really how the journey was, and just maintain respect for the other person, because at one point that person was really special, and like don't forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
at one point it was really special.
do you think blocking each other is hate?
No, I
I
would.
think it depends why you block. It depends why you block.
Yeah.
If you're blocking the
Ooh.
person because you hate them, then of course it's hate. That's like a
Like, I just never want to see them again, then...
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's normal. Like you don't want to see like you spend a lot of time with the partner, and then you just don't want to see their social media posting another girl or like having a like better life with another girl, you know.
Then I think it's fine, you know, because I feel like, yeah, if you had a good time, especially, or even if it's a bad time, blocking your ex can still definitely be healthy because you're just seeing them brings up painful memories.
Yes.
So if you just don't have any more
It's
painful
self-protection.
memories, yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's for the most part fine. But I feel like, yeah, if you're doing out of hate and spite, then
you
Yeah.
be honest with yourself.
yeah,
you know you're doing out of hate.
reflect.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the most part, I think it's a boundary. It's a personal boundary, and it's a respect for yourself, and it's also respect for them as well. I think. In some cases, but it has to depend on the reason why you're blocking them. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I actually have another take. I think you've properly moved on when you can see their post but not feel anything about it. So maybe it is health. Like it could be healthy at the beginning, say just to not see their post, but then like so you can properly heal. But then I think another way to heal is also like to just
accept it.
And so you see it, but you naturally just learn to let go of the feelings.
Yeah, like there's still a person who exists who lives their life, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you can't let it affect yours. Just live your life.
Yeah.
Become a wish her gonna get a good life.
Yeah, but definitely, like, it's different for everybody. Like, different people, everybody moves on a different way. So, find your own best way to move on.
Yeah. Obviously, if it's healthy for you to help you move on to block them,
Yes,
block them. You know,
exactly.
put yourself first, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But just make sure it's healthy. Make sure it's healthy.
Yeah. be honest with yourself.
Be honest with yourself. Honesty is
Yeah, I like what you said earlier though. I think when you're talking about respecting the relationship, I think that was what, like, obviously I talked a lot about you to gain a lot of things from your first relationship. That was the biggest thing I think I took out of my relationship, and it's replicable to so much more outside the relationship, that I learned to be more conscious of how my actions affect others. Where obviously friends are a lot more tolerable and there's a lot less consequences if you piss them off, you know? Like, they're always gonna forgive you, be like, you're my bro, whatever, we'll get over it. But you know, then girlfriend, there's a bit more consequences. But so I feel like before my first relationship, you know, I mean, I'm not saying I'm a bad guy, but before my first relationship, I feel like I had a lot more focus on, Nick, just do what you want, you know? Like, it's your life. Don't, like, live your life in respect to how other people want you to. But to an extent, that's definitely true. But I feel like going through my first relationship and then seeing how my actions can actually directly affect her, I think I've taken that out into all my friendships, my relationships going on outside of that, just saying that I'm way more conscious now of the things I do and how the things I do can actually affect other people.
So you learn to be more considerate.
Yeah. Before I was definitely more like, if this is what I want, then do it, you know? But now I'm kind of, okay, even if I want this, how is this going to affect the people that I care about? Yeah.
Yeah, so would you say that's like one of the most valuable lessons that you learned?
Definitely most valuable for me.
That's good.
That's great.
Yeah. Actually, Artie, what about you? One lesson that you've learned from your first love? Yeah, we haven't asked Michael too.
Yeah.
We'll ask him later.
Michael, you go first.
Oh, okay.
What about me? What about you? What's the first thing I learned?
Love's
yeah.
fake.
That's a good question.
Is it the last one?
There's definitely a
Previous
lot of things I learned. You want the most memorable one?
No, like a lesson.
One lesson.
Yeah, meaningful lesson.
Okay, one lesson. I think is like bringing back what Nick said. Like, definitely, like, your actions influence others directly. It could impact others in a good way or in a bad way. Yeah, and I've learned to really look back into myself and see what actions I took and my intentions that have affected them. And yeah, I was gonna say another lesson was finding myself as well, like really loving yourself. Like, I didn't know I could love myself that much as well, like what you said. So, and also I didn't know that how much I didn't love myself.
But
Put it that way. Put it that way.
Isn't it like first love?
First
love should be love.
That's love for myself, bro.
No, love yourself.
Love myself, man.
It's like
Narcissistic,
Yeah.
narcissist spotted,
You
man.
get a girlfriend, you're like,
Yeah.
wow, I love myself.
Yeah.
Your poor person loves watching this. Be like, what about me, man? This is not me.
Yeah.
No, it's real though. It's real, though. I respect it.
Yeah.
Does it make you realize how much you like how a good guy you are after your relationship?
Good guy Nick. Good guy Nick.
You got Nick,
Good
yeah.
guy Michael. Good guy Nick.
Hey, what are some things about your first love, like their character, their personality that inspired you, that you learned from? So like, because for me, there's experience where like I've had like talking stages or just like any connection with somebody where I just look at who they are as a person and like really inspired me to try to be like them in that aspect. So is there anything with your first love that was similar?
Me?
Yeah,
Oh, I like to read. Okay.
I'm talking to you.
Targeted.
I think what I learned from her or what I appreciated from her was her ability to engage hard conversations. Ability to like approach me and like really take the initiative and be like, I know this is like uncomfortable, but like we gotta get through it. You know what I mean? This is essential. We gotta talk about it. Like you gotta tell me how you feel. So she really encouraged me how to navigate these challenging times and taught me how to communicate. You know what I mean? Because when I see myself in uncomfortable situations and like arguments, I find myself like shutting myself down. Like I would shut myself down because I don't know. I just didn't know
Like
how to.
it's
function.
overwhelming?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, yeah.
overwhelming for me. So yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it's normal. It was my first love, and yeah, I was navigating that path. Yeah,
So you appreciated her courage to initiate open communication.
yeah, and also her, I guess, her intelligence in helping me navigate my feelings and how to express it clearly and just working stuff out. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. You can learn a lot from your experiences.
So what I learned from my first love is the independence.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Right.
Big
So okay, before my first love, I just received care from my parents and then like the classmate. You don't need to like be the independent guy. But after the first relationship, like you need to, because she's your girlfriend, you need to take care of her. So you need to plan the date and then like buy stuff and plan everything.
Yeah.
So that make me feel like, oh, I need to do a lot of things for one person that make me so like independent. Like, yeah, and then I think that's a really important characteristic of being a man in the future. So yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely like would you say it helped you from changing to a boy to a man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a good first love, clearly, man.
It's a good one.
Better than you two.
Yeah.
Self-love.
What the heck?
He said she turned him into a man. You guys like, yo, I love myself. What do you mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
so true.
Yeah, before that I don't know how to like do things for myself. Like all of them is my parents do things for me.
Like, you only receive love, but you don't give it out.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So much
Yeah.
love.
And definitely like it a relationship also brings out, like, ideally it brings out like a guy's masculine side where like you get to take the lead, you get to what are you laughing at?
That's valid, man.
Masculine, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. My bad.
No, you laugh. No, it definitely encourages you to step out and just like get used to being more into the leadership position and just like plan stuff as you said. And I think it's important for like a guy. It's important for a guy. Yeah.
Take responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to. Yeah. Honestly, I think that's the beauty of life. Like a lot of stuff with people, it just helps you to. It's like perfectly planned for how a person's supposed to grow. Like naturally at this age, we're
we have our first loves, and then we grow from that in the way we're supposed to. Hopefully, yeah.
Shout out to our first love.
Shout out to first loves. Yeah, first loves are I think. Yeah, honestly, I want to go back to what Artie said. Like, you can't replicate it, and it's crazy. Like, really, the feeling is crazy.
Yeah, it cannot.
Everything is so pure. Everything is so genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Deep thought. Deep thought.
Good talk. What are your turn offs? Let's say you're seeing somebody, or like like you're seeing somebody, and then you're evaluating them if they're the right person. What are the turn offs?
Like an egg.
Like the
I
turn
don't want
off.
to put into ick. I don't want to say ick, but like
It's like
icks.
they chew too loud, you know.
Your food choice.
Yo.
Food choice.
Too feminine.
Damn. Turn offs.
Turn off of your girlfriend.
Well, you're just getting to know someone
Yeah,
and then
getting to know someone.
Hey, you guys keep talking. I'll change the camera so.
Okay.
I think anything. For me,
They're down bad, man. They have no.
I will take anything.
take all.
No, I think independence for me, definitely. Is a big one.
So if they're dependent, so that's a turn off.
If the true dependence, definitely a turn off. I think for me, you gotta be comfortable in yourself and be able to kind of navigate life on your own, I guess.
Mm.
I think especially if you're a young, like an only child. Sorry. Oh no one. You just you. No one's an only child. Okay, I'm not
child.
shitting.
He's an only child.
I'm not shitting. He's
I'm not.
Yo.
I'm not. Do yourself.
Okay, let me. I'll restart. I feel like if people are too dependent, then it's sort of a turn off for me because I feel like at a young age, for me, I felt like I took charge of my life quite early on, and so I definitely want somebody who's able to match that. I feel like if there's somebody who's still kind of living by what their parents tell them at our age or that kind of thing, then it kind of pushes me away from them because I want somebody who's, willing to make their own opinions, make their own choices, and be confident in their choices. But I feel like there's still a lot of people who gotta ask their parents, what shoes do I wear, that kind of thing. Obviously not to that extent, but
You want individuality.
yeah.
Wait. Wait.
Oh, no, that's a guy. It's a guy.
Okay. Only for girls.
That's a guy. It's a guy.
Yeah, no, that's just
Yeah,
if you're
that's
too dependent, then yeah,
you gotta be your own person.
be your own person.
Yes.
How about you, Audie?
That's it.
Like, every decision is made by your parents. Like,
The same as me.
Free
yeah, it's
riding,
like,
bro.
yeah.
Riding. Yeah. How about you,
Okay,
Andrew?
Turn on.
Oh, okay.
What
Like
are
a turn off.
turn-offs?
I think when they're disrespectful.
Ooh,
Like in any way. Like
disrespectful.
I think for me, like real talk. If I were to consider someone to be in a serious relationship with, I'm looking to the future. Like I'm like, is this who I would actually see myself building a family with? Like I'm looking that far.
Are we on the same page?
I was like, this is something I wanted to talk about. I was trying to see what was in your notes.
No, but I think deep down, ever since a young age, I've always just believed that if I'm in a relationship with somebody, I would ideally hope that person will be the person that I build a family with. But of course
Who you take?
yeah, but I'm also I'm also aware that of course I'm super young, so it's I'm also having fun too. Like if I in the sense that I also believe that relationships, they're just as long as they help both people grow, then I think that's a good relationship, and it's okay if it ends. It's just you learn from each other and you have a good time. But anyway, going back to disrespect, the reason why I brought it up is my mindset is whenever I see a girl being disrespectful, I suddenly think
that's not how my wife's gonna act.
Wait, sorry, disrespectful to you or disrespectful to others?
Like if you're in a restaurant and they like just don't look at the waiter.
Yeah, it's like, do I see my wife being like that? I'm like, that's an instant turn off. It's like, yeah, if they act in a way where my wife wouldn't act.
Damn.
I have a huge question that links to your question. Let's say your part. Oh fuck! That scared me.
Wow, we're gonna cut that part. Restart.
Oh. Oh my god! Why is he reversing?
We listen and we don't judge.
Anyway,
Is disrespectful?
No, I'm asking.
Yeah, you can definitely not gonna be his wife.
You can be though.
Anyway,
Shut
that's
up,
the
bro.
question.
My question is, what if she's nice to you, but rude to others?
No.
Only nice
No.
to you.
No.
Yeah.
Like,
Because it doesn't matter how nice you are to me because I feel like it's very similar to you. I don't want if I'm looking at someone, especially if it's looking to marry, I'm not looking for someone who's going to be a good wife to me. You know, I'm looking to marry a good person.
yes.
Yeah. So I feel like obviously how they act towards me is very important, but more than that, it's just I think it's more reflective how they act towards others than how they act towards me.
Yeah.
It shows like who they are.
Yeah, it shows who they are because when like if they like me, of course they're gonna treat me. Of course they're gonna show me their best side.
Yeah, if they want to be with me as well, there's intentions behind what they're doing. You know,
Exactly.
it's not their like subconscious true actions.
Mm.
So if you're a really nice person to other people, then big green flag.
Yeah.
What are your intentions with my daughter?
Marry.
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 I think another one I was thinking of, closed-mindedness. You guys talked a lot about it on your last one, which is why I want to bring it up. Also, big turn off for me, especially because when you're meeting a new person, it's all about learning new things about them. And so, more than that as well, you're going to go to new places and experience new things, experience new people. And so, if you're a very close-minded person, you're not willing to learn about the other person and their interests, then yeah, I feel like that's a big turn off for me. You have to be very willing.
Yeah, like you have to be curious about the other person.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're wasting your time, you know? Like, it doesn't matter if you're curious about me. You know, if you want to get to know me, then it's kind of basic, but obviously I want new experiences with you, fun dates, that kind of thing. So if you're going to be a bit close-minded of, I don't like the outdoors, I don't want to go to the beach, then, like, sure, have your preferences, but
Yeah, I think there's no
open-minded.
room to grow if you're not curious.
exactly,
Like,
yeah.
open-mindedness in let's say activities or just at the other person in general. If you're not open-minded, then you're not really you're limiting yourself and the other person from growing with each other and creating a stronger bond. Yeah, it's important. Yeah. Wait, did you say you were turned off?
no.
Okay,
I was gonna say it. Like, I think it's a really important criteria. Is like be rude to your parents.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
White people, I was like, white people. Right on the camera now. How do
I think it's
address
like
my
really
mother?
important for like Asian, especially Chinese.
Yes.
So like, if you are rude to like, for example, like my girlfriend rude to my mom, then nah, bye bye.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
that's especially for Asia.
Yeah.
It's
Especially
also-
for Asians, yeah. I feel like, I mean, I'm a respectful guy. But definitely I feel like there's a lot of people I've seen, a lot of my friends as well, who will, first time meeting, like a lot of my friends, first time meeting the girlfriend's parents and then addressing them first name
Yeah.
is like,
This is a white thing.
like high
a very white thing.
Yeah. It's
I
like
mean, like that's your culture, sure, but I feel like no matter where you're from or your upbringing, there's always a good level of respect. Yeah.
yeah. Also to your friend's moms too. Like for his mom, like he asked me to call her like the name, but I feel like it's just weird. I should call her auntie or
Yeah, like
something.
Mrs. something.
But I just feel so weird to just call them by name. So,
yeah.
yeah.
That's a big one. I think another like perspective on that as well is how they treat their parents is probably how they're going to treat you as well.
Oh,
Because they're family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
exactly. And you're gonna be family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. But it's also important to look at
the other person's family. Like how the parents interact with each other.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, obviously, your parents shape you. So,
Mhm. Yeah. So
literally.
so most of the
literally,
time,
figuratively.
how the father acts with the mother, or how the mother acts with the father, is probably how they're gonna be
Yeah.
in a relationship.
Yeah.
More likely than not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What is another question we can ask?
I want to go back to yours.
Oh, sure.
You're talking about like if I'm looking at someone, looking at my wife. So, are you dating to marry? And what are your thoughts on dating to marry? I guess
He's so young.
that's what I'm saying. But he's
Yeah, but-
mentioning wife,
yeah, I
so
know, I
that's
think-
what I'm asking.
I think for me, I'm kind of at a stage where I'm open to both. Like for me, I've always taken relationships as like a very serious thing. I guess that's like just how the
should be,
media
I
has
guess.
shaped me, or like movies. I don't know, but I guess I'm like there's like two sides of me going right now. There's like one where I'm definitely open to like meeting someone and that person is the person. But also I'm also on the path where like I can meet multiple people and I can just learn like how I can learn more about myself, learn more about what I want exactly in a relationship, and just help each other grow, help each other as individuals. So I think I'm on like two same paths that I think is fine. I think it's fine to have like one path where I'm like enjoying life, having fun, and like just not limiting myself to just exactly one person, but also just find like ideally deep down looking for someone who I can make a family with. Yeah. But my opinion on dating to marry, right? I think it's not for everybody. Like especially this young to have this, I guess, preference. Because I think most people my age they would prefer to like have fun and they would not consider like, oh, I don't want to date to marry. Which I think, yeah, like it's true that you will lose a lot of life experiences if you start so early. So I guess that's why I'm kind of not really in this dilemma stage. I'm like, I just know I have two kind of preferences.
Yeah. So like you're flipping back and forth. You're just comfortable with looking at both.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with both. If both happen, if either happens, I'm fine.
Genuine question. Do you think you have double standards if you think, oh, I want dating to marry, I want to date to marry, to focus on one person, but on the other side, I also want to like, see other people and have experiences, you know what I mean? Like, what do you think?
Like, do you think I'm like contradicting myself? Kind of?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think so. I don't know how to put it. It's like, I feel like, yeah, it's like a very, like, I think objectively speaking, it is kind of contradictory. It is like quite, there's two opposites going at each other. But I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing for me, at least for myself. I'm judging what's good or bad based on like how it affects me as a person. And I think either will either will push me in a positive direction. I don't see it as like it'll turn me into a bad person. So I guess that's what I judge whether or not it's good upon.
Yeah, the reason I ask because first of all, it's healthy to reflect, right? And secondly, I think that what you desire or what you want from the other person. Let's say, oh, I want my future wife to be loyal, but first of all, you have to be loyal. You have to be that person first. So you gotta be that person in order to be able to request for the same thing. So you cannot ask point blank, oh, I want all the loyalty, I want everything, but you ain't shit. You know what I mean? Exactly.
This bro's clip farming, bro. He's just sat there, oh, that's so sweet. Farming, bro.
Yeah.
It's true though. It's true.
Yeah. What's your take on it?
I'll start with my opinion on dating to marry, and then I'll go into what I believe. I mean, what I do for myself, I guess. I don't hate on anyone who does it. I feel like that's your choice, but strongly not me. I feel like, especially at my stage of my life now, where 3 years down the line, I don't know where I'm going to be living. I don't know what work I'm going to be doing. I feel like there's still so much uncertainty, even in the near future for me. I think it doesn't make sense for me to like not have anything else planned and then say, okay, I want to marry and then have like this whole route planned. Because I mean, firstly, it just then really limits my options and everything else in my life. Because then I'm making every other decision based off that. But also, again, like double standards, inconsistency. You know, if I want to be free and open-minded to whatever is going to come into my life, then I feel like marriage should be the same. I shouldn't really plan for it. So in my take, like what I just do is, I feel like if you're happy with the person today, then that's great. Date them, be in a committed relationship, and then for as long as you're happy, date them. When you become unhappy, then
That's what
the end of
matters.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're happy today and you're happy tomorrow and you keep being happy, then obviously you put a ring.
Whatever happens,
happens.
Yeah, I think valid. Valid.
I think after like years of like having fun, so I think it's time to like settle down, find a like girlfriend, like until like married. So it's really important, like you will spend less energy to spend time with like just like short term, like, because it's gonna waste so many energy. You're gonna restart telling your old stories again.
Yes.
So yeah. So I feel like that's why I'm like single for so long. I just like I don't wanna do some like short term. My only goal is like seeking for the girl that to marriage.
Yeah, I personally, I agree with that.
Yeah. I fully respect it. I feel like it is definitely a good strategy, you know, because everybody says you're not dating for marriage, you're dating for heartbreak, which I get, you know, but yeah, just live your life, I guess. If you're happy, you're happy. At the end of the spectrum, if you're happy, you're happy.
Yeah. I think like because you've already had experiences, you know what you're looking for. So your standards are high already, so that's why it makes it hard to also find someone, right?
Okay, what's your standard?
Ooh, standards. So like, okay, what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
There's a lot. So
A lot.
yeah, like, cause like I think standards.
Ooh,
a lot of standards. A lot of standards. But I think that's important. I'll list like a few. No, too much.
I'll list a few candidates.
If you're watching this.
I mean, I already said before, respect is a very important thing. But I think what's more important, that I guess is more specific to me, is self-awareness and like the level of emotional intelligence and communication that person can offer. Because I heavily believe that, or I guess I heavily just appreciate in a relationship that communication is super important, and that I need someone who can communicate with me at the same level. Yeah, I think that's really important. And we're actually have that partnership. That's something that I feel like I didn't have in the previous relationship. So I think that's like, well, that's what I'm looking for. Like an actual person who I can have a partnership with. Because that's what a relationship's supposed to be, a partnership. Clip farming.
Yeah. He's big on partnership. What does partnership mean to you? But everyone's definition is different.
Definitely.
For you, what's partnership?
I think partnership is definitely then making more of a commitment that, you know, our lives are going to be going together, I guess, where, you know, being in a relationship is, I saw at the beginning, being in a relationship, having your own life and then having a partner or whatever, living it with you. But I feel like when you commit to partnership, it's more saying that I want to grow with you, like, together. I think that's where the difference lies, where a relationship is more of, you know, I'm growing and you're kind of helping me grow, you're growing, I'm helping you grow, but partnership is way more, we're growing together, you know?
I think partnership
we have common goals to achieve together.
Yeah, I think partnership is you focus on a collective goal.
Yes,
and
exactly.
You're working towards something bigger than each of you guys.
I think partnership is you and your partner finding a common or a mutual wavelength while navigating your own lives. Like you like, let's say me, I'm gonna have my own life, navigating my life, my challenges, my aspirations, my dreams, and she's also gonna have the same while managing her life. So I think partnership is having the middle ground, having our own like exclusive like wavelength, our own like path, our own communication channel, our own existence in the middle, while maintaining our own life and individuality.
Yeah. I feel like if you have your own goals that you can achieve, then your partner's kind of just a support system to help you achieve your goals. But if there's a goal that's unachievable just by you and it takes two people to achieve, and then you two go on a journey to achieve that together, that's partnership.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Just like consider the partner as part of me, and then we achieve the goal together, and then we enjoy the moment we spend, like every minute that we spend. Partnership.
Yeah, that's partnership. I think what it looks like specifically, like with my experience, I think this aligns with like my standards as well. I think how we deal with conflict is also really important. It needs to align. Because for me, I'm someone who, like even under I guess stress or like a lot of overwhelming feelings, I can still like communicate properly. I can still like be available there and just like deal with it. And I would prefer if we deal with it and not just like wait a long time. But of course, there's of course times where it's important to have space for each other to like cool off. Because I think of course if you're too emotional, no one can have a productive.
It's irrational.
It's irrational. So it's what I mean is definitely have that space to cool off first and then deal with the conflict. But there needs to be a line. It can't be too long. The space can't be too much where eventually like the feelings will just build into resentment. So definitely the method of dealing with a conflict is really important. And I think the ideal one is a collaborative part of effort.
In a partnership, it'll always be us versus the problem, instead of me versus you.
Yeah, that's a big one. Big one.
Can you say again? What did you say?
I think that in a clip following. I think true partnership is really when it's really fuck. What are you? I'm fucking out.
It's us versus the problem.
No, partnership is when it's always going to be us versus the problem instead of a me versus you issue. Yeah.
Valid.
When you're in like the midst of it, in the thick of it, we're in the thick of it, like you feel like you're fighting against each other.
Yeah.
Which is like, you know it, but then the resentment, like you're in the heat of the moment, and it's just not healthy.
Yeah.
You don't. I know you don't want it. Like both sides don't want it. But
Yeah.
It naturally happens.
Yeah, it's like what Andrew was saying, where even if he's in an emotional state, he can still like communicate rationally. Then that's when you know that's partnership.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think it's very easy to just let your ego take over when the conflict happens because you're both emotional. You both feel like the other person's wrong, but it's very important to take a step back and just realize maybe neither of you are wrong. Just there's a problem here. Let's just focus on that and just like work peacefully together. I think that's the most beautiful types of connection. Because I think, one take. Conflicts are supposed to help both of you grow.
Yes.
Not separate each other.
Yes.
Because after a conflict, like a conflict is such a good opportunity to grow. It's such a good opportunity to connect even deeper with each other. So don't waste it.
It goes all the way back to our photo conversation where you can always say, oh, why is she asking for the photo? And then say, is it my issue for not giving her reassurance? Why is she so insecure? But then, if you take a step back and then say, we came here and then work backwards from there, like, why did this instance come up? Then,
So be open-minded. Be curious about the other person. Yeah.
Curiosity.
That's where growth comes. That's where connection deepens.
Let's talk about like meeting someone, getting to know someone. Artie, what?
Good luck.
Are you a person that likes to take it slow while meeting a person, or do you believe in if it feels right, then go for it type of way?
I think depends on what are you looking for. Like, if you're happy, if you're happy. But for me, mostly it's like I take it slow, because I want to know about that person more, about her, like whether she has respect to others. Like, you need to find out like
whether she meets your standard, right?
Yeah, maybe the first day she behaves so respect to even for the waiters, but maybe like the other day, like maybe like 1 week after, her mood will change because the first few dates is like we pretend. Even me pretend to be a good
Yeah,
guy.
give impressions.
But so the long term, the more you guys spend, you will know more about her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, definitely like when you like someone, you're definitely gonna show your best side.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a given. Like no matter how much you try not to, you're gonna show like you're gonna try extra hard to like impress the other
Yeah.
person. So yeah, it's definitely important to have time to learn about who the actual person is.
I think it also depends on the girl side whether she wanna do it fast. Like totally depends on the person.
Actually, yeah, it depends on the other person.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
That's one way you learn about them, you know?
Mm.
If they're rushing things a lot, then it's an indication of the future, I guess. Yeah.
True.
I have a question.
Yeah.
For like, what are the huge issue that cause conflict?
Oh, like specifically with me, or
Yeah, like
my
between you
experience.
guys. You said, oh, you guys are partner, right? You guys have
Mm.
issue. Us face the issue, but what are the issues?
I think usually issues come from misalignment. Let's say most
Big
usually in communication or like interaction. It's like maybe me saying this comment to her, she'll interpret it as I'm being insensitive. But for me, it might just be like, oh, I genuinely just like didn't think about it.
Yeah.
So it could like a lot of it comes from interpretation and intention.
Wow.
I was about to say like intention and action, you know?
Yes.
Where you can intend one thing and then your action to her can still be perceived completely different. And then it's a bit of thing of like then it's a quite weird of where the issue is to me because are you unable to communicate your intention clearly or you know should she trust your intention over your action?
I think it's just a matter of learning about each other more. I don't think it's a matter of who should have done what more or who should have done what. I think because it can be taken both ways. Like you can say that I should have made myself come across more clearly, but I could also say she should have just interpreted it correctly. Like it's very easy to just point fingers. But I think as what already asked, I think really answers it perfectly. Honestly, it's like, what's the issue? The issue is the misalignment. It's the fact that there's a incompatibility, but that doesn't mean that it can't be worked through. There just needs communication to properly understand. First of all, what let's say person A was intending to come across as, and how person B interpreted it, and why they interpreted it that way. So it's a matter of curiosity as well. It's all these things tie.
Yeah. And then also always happen during text. So that's why make long distance so easy. So hard.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys think about dealing with conflict through text?
I don't like it. I feel like it's very easy to be more hostile over text because you have that kind of like barrier.
Yeah.
You know, it's much easier for me to hate on you over text. But if you're right staring at me in my face, it's a lot harder for me to be like, you're a terrible person, you know?
And you can literally choose to not reply.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the first thing, man. I feel like it's not easy to be hostile over text, which I don't like. 3 points. And the second one is what Audie's saying, where in general, it's just a lot harder to communicate over text. And then obviously misunderstandings, misalignments. And then the last one for me is just about also efficiency, I guess. Where if you're kind of making the intention to go and see this person face to face and talk out the issue, then from both sides, it kind of sets the intention very clear that it's then again us versus the problem. Where if you're texting, it's I said a lot easier to hate and then become a lot more of me versus you.
Yeah, it kind of desensitizes you to the other person.
Exactly.
You need that closeness, like a face to face.
Exactly. Yeah, like there's a huge barrier, so it's all just your emotions going through a phone more than a conversation.
Yeah, and about efficiency, it's not efficient. Like usually during conflicts, people type paragraphs, right?
Yeah.
So how can you respond to everything in a paragraph?
Yeah, I agree with that.
We can all relate. Yeah, it's like
Even voice message is better.
voice messages
Both
A bit
are
better.
yeah, both
A bit better, but
a bit
still-
better because you get to hear the voice.
Comparatively better. But yeah, it's still bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the issue of like not being able to respond to all the key points of what the
Yeah.
other person's saying, it's not reciprocative. It's like it's not a conversation.
Exactly. It's just A B A B.
Yeah, it's A B and then suddenly D. you can jump from topic to topic and you can't
Yeah.
catch up. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the other's face. So I do a lot of argument on text, but I never like I won't be mad like face to face. You know?
Oh, okay.
Like for example, I
Yeah.
can be mad at Michael and say text during text, but I can never like be like face to face. Why you do this? Why you do this?
Mm. And like also, actions, words of affirmation. If you text me, I'm sorry. I could just think, oh, you're just saying it because you want me to shut up. But if we're face to face and I can actually see
can
through
feel,
your body
yeah.
language and like hear it in your tone of voice that you're sorry, then it's a lot easier for me to just believe you, trust
Yeah.
you, and get over it.
Yeah. So that's why words of affirmation is not all there is. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
like
And girls also like sensitive to the words, like
Word
they
choice.
interpret
Yeah.
the punctuation and the emoji that you said, like to analyze the thing you said and point out the problems, and then maybe become like more angry.
yeah. Like definitely through text. Even like more stuff can be stacked up because you're texting.
Yeah.
Like the
For sure.
issue can be there. Like let's say the main issue is here, and now we're texting. There might be like mini conflicts within the texting.
Yeah. It's
So-
like you were saying where like I'm typing this whole paragraph and then it's very easy for me to be like, oh, Anna was mad about this from last
Yeah.
week.
And you can't catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's because like texting is not like how I feel like it's not how we're supposed to deal with conflict as humans. Like this technology, we're not supposed to. I guess I shouldn't say we're not supposed to have this, but like this like freaking 50 years ago, they didn't deal with stuff like this, and I think this is like an extra level of compatibility with dealing with conflict that needs to be learned about each other because it's
I was gonna say texting is a great tool, but just not for love.
Yeah. Like considering the texting is whatever is all about ease of communication. Like it's easier, but is it more effective?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
It's not the most suitable way to
Exactly. Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
We're not saying texting is bad. We're saying texting in the context of love, navigating through arguments is not the best.
Yeah. Don't ignore your girlfriend.
yeah, and I think it's just. I think it's I think the other person also deserves the respect of dealing with it properly.
Exactly.
Dealing with it face to face. That's how I see it as proper. Because like, we can dive into this. Breaking up through text. That's bad.
Spicy.
Like, there's a reason why people don't like being broken up through text. Maybe because texting isn't a good option for
And
dating.
there's a reason why people do break up over text.
Ooh.
From both sides.
Let's dive into that. Why do you think people break up through text?
I think it's very similar to the conflict thing where if I'm a guy, well, not if I'm me, if I'm breaking up with my girlfriend, right, over text, I don't have to kind of deal with the follow-ups. I can kind of just send a text and go on with my day. But if I'm doing it face to face, in their heart,
with-
like it's kind of my. I was saying this is what I do. I was like, I think it's bad.
Yeah.
You feel
because
guilty.
I feel like a lot of guys can use breaking up over text as an easy way out.
Yeah, it's
You know?
yeah.
It goes both ways, yeah.
Yeah, because I also feel like breaking up should be a conversation. You can't just tell the person like I'm out. Cheers.
Yeah. The other person
you
is
just text them a paragraph about like why you don't match and then just block them immediately, and that's kind of like fucked up. Exactly. But if you're face to face, you can at least give the person the comfort through it. Then respect your relationship,
Exactly.
even if it's coming to an end. Respect the person. Give them the comfort if they're heartbroken about it, and yeah, be a man.
Exactly. That's like texting is like the pussy way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just have courage to deal with it face to face.
Yeah, I think that a person, let's say if I were to break up with a text, I think I would be avoiding confrontation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I'm trying to run away from the feelings of feeling guilty, and yeah, I think it's not good.
Yeah.
Good sunshine.
Just yeah.
Sunshine.
What a good day.
Yeah, the sun totally came back. It was like behind the mountain.
Yeah. It was really cloudy earlier. Beautiful shit. Damn.
What else? What else do we have?
Yeah, maybe.
We want some red flags.
Red flags.
Yeah, some smaller things.
Let's talk about
Yeah.
something other than love.
This episode is about love, game.
We can do
Oh,
anything.
okay. I have a question. Do you guys think a kind lie is bad?
Ooh,
Wow.
like a white lie.
Yeah, white lie. Yeah, that's the word.
Ooh.
I think so. I think
It's bad.
it's bad. I would always be honest, even though it might hurt the other person's feelings. Of course, say it nicely, but
But what if like you love her, right?
Mm.
But you have to lie to her. If you
Mm.
didn't lie to her, then she will think you don't love her.
then
Like, it's really necessary to make the lie, but will you still be honest?
I get your point, but I think if you love that person, they deserve your honesty. I think, there's a quote that I freaking heard before, but I forgot. Love without honesty is not love, but honesty without love is being mean. So I think you just gotta find the right line. You just gotta find the right line with being honest, but also being caring enough, like being sensitive enough with the honesty. Yeah, I think if you truly love someone, they deserve your honesty, no matter what. I think without honesty, obviously connection, there's gonna be something lacking in the connection. And I think a white lie can easily be built up into like a habit of at one point properly lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with everything you said, but now I'm just gonna go ahead and contradict it.
Go for it. Devil's advocate.
No, I agree with everything you're saying, but I think in some very small cases, a white lie is definitely harmless, in my opinion. Like, okay, if you're going for a dinner with a girl, you know nothing's gonna happen with her, nothing does happen, and then you hide that from your girlfriend, that's bad. Don't go on the dinner.
That's bad.
Or at least tell your girlfriend.
Yeah.
But, like, let's say, you know, somebody says something bad about your girlfriend. They're like, oh, I don't like this part about her body, or something like that. If my girlfriend says, what do they think of me? I'm not. There's no need for me to go and make her insecure about something.
True.
So in those cases, I think white lies are fine.
Yeah.
True.
Like
yeah,
the
okay.
part-
Then I think it's very specific.
Yeah.
But it's a very fine line. So you gotta be careful. I think.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I feel like if it's between you and her, definitely honesty. But I mean, like if it's about something,
Yeah, if it's something that
if it's a third party thing, then
I
you can
got you,
kind
yeah.
of assess whether it's worth it or not.
yeah, like if that's what
I think a white lie gonna show that you care about that person. Like you care about her feeling gonna be destroyed. Like her feeling gonna make her day become bad. Why not just like hide those kind of things that like Nick said.
it also
Yeah.
matters if that's how she wants to be cared for. Because
I was
maybe
about to
she
say
would
that.
think that
Yeah.
Like you need to protect her from the outside world. Like make her to live in a like happy life. Like protect all the bad things that's gonna go to her. So just take all.
Yeah, you need to understand first.
I can observe that we all have different love languages.
I think so.
Really interesting.
Definitely.
Really interesting.
Definitely.
Ooh, all have different- It's good. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's
It makes for
great.
a great episode.
It's great. Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, ideally, both you and your partner agree on this aspect. Agree on the white lie thing. Because that's what I'm asking.
That's what I was gonna say.
Word.
No judgment.
No judgment. But I think like it can easily go wrong with the white lie thing where like let's say if I lie about the comment, let's say my friend Michael said my girlfriend looks fat. And then I'm like, she asked me about it. And I'm like, no, he didn't say anything.
Michael said
What
you
was your
bad.
about it? What did Michael say? Oh.
Yeah, but she
that
could
happens.
easily interpret that as like if she found out I was lying, if she took it seriously, then she would probably prefer me to be honest with her. So it depends on her preference.
Yeah,
it's
it's definitely about understanding. Because my preference is, tell me a lie. Like, I don't
Okay,
need to hear
yeah.
somebody said, your nose is skew or something like that. Tell me the lie. But I know there are a lot of people who definitely would prefer just an honest truth. So
Yeah.
before you lie, I would say be honest 100%. Never tell a white lie until you are confident you truly understand your partner. And then about those small things, if you're confident that that's what they would prefer, then go for it. But until that point, be honest always.
Yeah.
That's valid too. That's really valid. I was gonna say it also depends on how the receiving end of the person, like how confident they are in themselves. Let's say if they're an insecure person, they would be more comfortable with a lie. But if they are a confident person, if you lie to them, then I think it speaks more about the person who didn't, the partner who decided to hide that
Yes.
lie because they
Yes.
can take it. They'll be like, oh, I don't care. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
Me personally, I would prefer honesty. I think it's different. I would prefer you to just be honest with me and just like. I mean, first of all, I wouldn't really care. No, sorry, we're still
Still
going.
Still rolling.
Don't worry.
Is it recording? Yes.
Bye-bye.
We had a nice woman pass by. Yeah. Anyway,
She came from earlier.
Yeah,
You finished with church.
yeah, probably. What was I saying? Oh yes, I would prefer honesty because I guess that's what I expect of myself too. Like honesty. I think for me, honesty is really important. To be honest.
Yeah, see, understand your partner.
Yeah.
You want to elaborate on this? Since you asked this question. Really good question though.
Good question.
Good question.
I got pretty valid answers.
Pretty valid answers.
What's your opinion?
Are we hired?
He said his opinion.
Higher view, man.
Yeah. Good guys. All good guys.
Good guy Nick.
Yeah.
Good guy Andrew.
What can I say?
Why are you two still single?
Ooh, that's a great question.
It's a projection, man. He's also single. Oh,
That was a good question. Like,
this
why?
guy jumped the gun, man. He's like, I have to get a girlfriend before the podcast.
Yeah, she
No, he didn't say that.
around
He didn't
with
say
it.
that. He didn't say that.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
It's a good thing. I think it's a good thing to reflect on yourself of why are you single and are you happy in your state? I mean,
So you're gonna ask us, are we happy?
well, no, it's also like, are you seeking for a girlfriend? If yes, why? If no, why?
I personally think so because naturally, I think I'm a person who like really just prefers companionship. Maybe that's because I'm a single child, the single child, only child, same thing.
That plays a factor.
Yeah, I think that plays a factor because I think once you have a sibling, you're definitely more like okay with just being super independent, being like super alone, and then that's okay. And like because you hate because you might hate your siblings. You want your alone time.
I love them. They're annoying.
Yeah,
Mm.
but for me, like I do enjoy my own time. I love being by myself too, but I would prefer if someone was there too, like a bonus. It's a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like kind of coming off of the single child thing, having a decent support structure, I guess, where for me, I have a brother here, I have my parents, I have good friends, you know, so I don't really crave for like more support, but I feel like if you're in the position where, you know, let's say 80% of the people you know disappear, like do you still have someone who you can talk to, rely on, that kind of thing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I guess I'm just a person more prone to wanting companionship. I think it's
It's a beautiful
good
thing.
bonus.
You would want it.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
How are you? You're single.
Single boys.
Yeah, I didn't say I close to a relationship, but I'm still waiting for the long-term one. Like, yeah, but I didn't feel like I feel uncomfortable or like eager to want to have a girlfriend. I'm like chilling with myself, you know, do the thing I want to do, and then focus on myself first. Yeah. So, but if it comes, it comes. So.
Yeah, and I mean, like for now, I think it's good for all of us to be the person that we want to look for, be the right person.
True. Yeah.
So that when the right person comes along, you're ready.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's been said a million times before, but you obviously have to be comfortable single to then be
Yes.
comfortable in a relationship for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, because you have to be your own person, as you said. Yeah.
Michael, where's your girlfriend?
Whoa! Did that tree just
Murder.
It's on the way, man. It's on the way. It's on the way. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned.
That's it.
Oh, what do you want
Wow.
from me? Question.
But yeah, what's your opinion on being in relationships versus being single? When should you date?
I don't think there's a standard answer, but for me, I enjoy both. I enjoyed both. Obviously, right now, I'm not dating, but I do have a desire to to be in a relationship, have a companion, and have a meaningful partnership. That's really valuable and meaningful to me. At the same time, I'm not sad. Like I'm not like, oh, this sucks.
I need it.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm not like, oh, this sucks. You know what I mean? Some people, they cannot be single. You know what I mean? Some
Yeah,
people, they
some
cannot
people
stay
hop.
single. Yeah.
Mm.
Some people, like, they monkey hop. Yeah.
hop.
Monkey hop. Yeah.
I've never heard that before. But
Is
let's
it the
roll
word
with it.
monkey
Your
hop
turn.
or
Make it a
monkey swing? Monkey swing.
It's monkey bars. That's what I know.
Monkey bars?
Oh, monkey hop. Anyway, hopping from relationship to
Yeah,
relationship.
yeah.
Them people.
Yeah, so for me, like, I enjoy my own, like, peace as well, and I'm also preparing myself to become a better partner for my future partner, future wife, future girlfriend, yeah, future family member, future lifelong partner, yeah, for sure.
I feel like for a lot of people, especially here, I mean, I'm single, so I'm just kind of guessing of what you guys feel. Oh, I'm not single. Did I say it?
you just said I'm single.
Restart.
Solid.
I feel like,
Maybe they didn't hear, so I'm not correct.
yeah, I'm not single, but what I feel like is that, you know, in general, a lot of people are happy being, obviously there's people who can't be single, people who just really want a relationship. I feel like in general, a lot of people are happy being single and whatever, but if you're just a good person, you know, you have love to give. And so naturally you want somebody to give that love to, you know, especially if you're, like if you have a love language like gift giving or something like that, but you don't have someone to express that for, then obviously it's a bit challenging, and then you
Yeah,
kind of
it's a
create
bummer.
that relationship. You know?
Exactly.
Because the love I can give my girlfriend versus love I can give like my friends and family, always going to be different, you know?
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Good point. Very good.
I think another reason why, like, I'll answer your question. You asked like why we're single. I think it's because I'm also looking for, like, same as you. I'm also looking for something like very serious. Because I think after 2 serious relationships, and because I think for my age I take relationships pretty seriously. So I don't want to settle for less. So I'm trying to look for the right person.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's tough. So I guess that's why I'm making myself wait, I guess,
Yeah.
for the right person.
High standards.
Yeah, because I guess I've learned from my previous relationships that I'd much rather be alone than being with the wrong person. So
Or would you say, or you could say universe or God is making you wait.
yeah,
That's crazy.
whatever
I
happens.
mean, if you're religious,
You just leave in the river, man.
yeah, whatever happens, happens.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, deep topics.
Anything you want to add?
Such a good day today, man.
Actually, a good day. Actually, a really good spot. You
Can we get a next
really
good day
spot.
count?
should get like a 360 here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys could see the other side as well. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful scenery.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day to be
Shout
outside.
out to HKAA.
Yeah, this is my school, by the way. You didn't know.
Yeah.
This is my school.
First time touching grass in like this month.
Mm.
Oh, we just mud. Dry grass.
Oh.
I actually have a question, and this is coming off a conversation I had with my girlfriend last weekend where, well, I was just talking this to my brother, but it's weird to say that. I was talking to my girlfriend last weekend. We talked a lot about relationship boundaries and what people are comfortable with and not comfortable with their partners doing, and like, yeah, just opinions on that. You know, it's like a lot of people say, like a lot of girlfriends, I feel, especially here, they don't let their boyfriends go clubbing, don't let their boyfriends drink, that kind of thing. What's your takes on that? They go through their phones. Valid or not?
Amazing question. Great question.
So I guess I'll answer like Yeah, my preference. I think both should not be clubbing by themselves if they're in a committed relationship, and if they do, they should go together. Yeah, that's my stance on it.
Oh, you mean clubbing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear you. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I mean, yeah, I feel like there's two sides to it. First thing is, I don't believe that you should be limiting your partner.
Yes.
Again, your partner has their own life to live. Goes back to my whole independence thing. Your partner lives their own life, so I don't think you should restrict them. But at the same time, like, I wouldn't really go clubbing without my girlfriend, because at the same time, she's the person I enjoy spending time with most. So I don't have desire to go without her. If she were to come to me and say, Nick, you cannot go clubbing without me, I would be a bit... Yeah. I wouldn't really say annoyed. I would be annoyed, but I'd be a bit annoyed, pressure. A bit confused of, why is this coming up? But if you really love your partner, you don't have the desire to kind of go clubbing, etc. without them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I feel like the boundary is set between two people, not just like one people like give you constraints that you cannot go club. So that's really harsh to the other one. That's considered as didn't think from the other's perspective, like give you extra restriction that you cannot do anything, that you cannot do something. So, and then there's also something to do with trust. Like you don't trust that your partner that you're gonna kiss someone in the club. But actually, like if I have the intention to cheat, then I will do it like any time. Not just only go club. I would just like go dinner with someone, like meet.
True.
The girl gonna approach me in the park, and it's like not only for the clubbing. So.
That's true. Like if you have to set the limit that you can't go clubbing without me, just to stop them from cheating, then inherently they're just a bad person.
I think
get out of there.
You cannot stop anyone from cheating.
I think there's a bigger issue if you have to set that limit.
Exactly.
There's a bigger issue at hand.
Yeah. If you have to set an issue, like a limit like that, just to stop something bad from happening, then it's gonna, like you guys saying, it's gonna happen regardless, and they're a terrible person.
I think if there's a disagreement there, then naturally, I mean, there's just like incompatibility. So you got to consider if that incompatibility is worth it enough to work through. Because for some people it's really big. Some people it's like not that deep. So
yeah. What about going through your partner's phones?
For me, I've never if my girlfriend asked, I wouldn't mind, but I would be like it depends on like their intention. Like if it depends on the vibe. It's like I can feel it. If it's a bit too if it came on too strong, I'm like what? But I think with my experience, both of us still like with my experience with both relationships, there was trust. So I think it was never an issue. I never had to deal with it. So actually I don't know. I don't know. I never had to deal with it.
I think for me, I don't go through my partner's phone. My partner does not go through my phone. Again, if they want to go through it, cool. It's not like they're going to find anything. But my biggest issue with that, apart from everything you mentioned of trust, there's a second thing for me, which is about context. I feel like if my girlfriend is going through my phone, vice versa, if I'm going through her phone, there's a lot of things that I can see, and out of context is very easy for me to make a big issue out of.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it's only opening a window for misunderstandings.
I think it's that's really valid. I was gonna say I think it's really a process of a chain of reasoning. Like, why do you want to look through my phone? And then I mean, I'm happy to be transparent, but why? Like, what's your reason?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if her reason was because she feels insecure, then I would try my best to reassure her in a positive way. I wouldn't blame her because she's insecure, and that I wouldn't blame her to check my phone or like feeling insecure. I would rather support her and make her feel reassured to help her be more confident and build more trust in our relationship. And if that doesn't work, then something. It's not. I wouldn't say something has to be wrong, but something. There has to be like trust from the inside. Like I cannot change like what you think or what your values are. I could only support you to an extent?
I don't mind like if they check my phone. It's like nothing to hide, and yeah, right. So if she sees some like misunderstanding, I'll just explain. Like
Yeah.
it won't be that much. Like just it's my something. Like if something really serious that make you like make she thinks like really a big issue, then maybe you need to think like reflect yourself. Like why you make that a problem.
Playing devil's. Oh, sorry, you done?
Yeah, and then I feel like all of it, like checking phones and then like don't allow them to club. I think I'll go back to the insecure issue. Like the only thing you can do for the girl as well. Like the only thing you can do is like make yourself better, make yourself become like independent. So don't need to be so insecure. Just like develop on yourself. So that only your like maybe only your girlfriend's gonna like how to put it, like if you're stronger enough, like you are on the top, then you need to worry about like whether she gonna cheat or she gonna do something to you. Yeah.
But I want to play devil's advocate with that then, where you're saying, or if there's a misunderstanding, I can just explain it. But now, what if in the case that the reason your girlfriend wants to go through your phone is because she doesn't trust you? And now, obviously, she finds something, she doesn't trust you. How confident are you that you can actually then explain the truth if she's already doubtful? You know? Obviously, I feel like if my girlfriend trusts me 100%, then my words, my actions are going to show much stronger than whatever my phone shows. But I feel like if my girlfriend is already in a state where they don't trust me and then they find something that's a misunderstanding, it's going to be a lot harder for me to clear that up, you know?
But I understand where you're coming from, but if it's true, then it's a fact. Like you cannot like change the fact.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Obviously, like if it's shit on my phone, it's shit on my phone, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't swear.
I don't say.
There's stuff on my phone, then I'm a bad guy, but is the camera on?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was trying to find the right time to
Check it out.
take a break. But yeah, I'll change the battery.
Let's see.
Oh, the battery?
Okay.
Yeah.
Should I pause the mic?
You guys can continue. Huh? It should be fine. Yeah.
Let's continue
Keep
on.
it rolling. You guys can keep talking.
Let's take a break. Let's talk about something else.
Okay, we're back, guys, from our pee break. We feel
Yes.
refreshed.
I forgot where we stopped, so we're just gonna dive into our myths. We're gonna bust some myths about
All agree with some.
relationships. Or agree with some.
Oh, I was gonna ask something crazy. Not crazy,
Okay.
but
Oh,
linked
okay.
to
Let's all with this. Let's all with
trust.
this.
I was gonna say best friends. What if your partner has the best
Guy
girl
best
or guy
friend.
best friend?
Ooh.
What do you think?
Me personally, I don't trust guys.
Mm.
And I think, like, this applies to a lot of things for me. I'm gonna completely sidetrack. Same reason I would not have a daughter.
Ooh, yo,
Because, like, I went to an all-boys school, right? I am not gonna have, like, these fucking...
oh,
It's your digital
say it.
I'm not gonna-
digital footprint.
I'm not gonna have
Say
16-year-olds...
what you gotta say.
I'm not gonna have 16-year-olds be like, yo, that Chamberlain girl got ass. Anyway, so I'm not a fan of guy best friends. I feel like, obviously there's many cases where it is genuine friendship, but I feel like intentions can sometimes say otherwise, and even so, like the likelihood of a drunk mistake is also very high. Even if it's a very genuine friendship, if both of you are just a bit like intrigued, things will go down.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. But
The only best friend I accept is the gay best friend.
Yes! What?
Yeah.
Got that. Oh. Yes.
But how to tell is a gay best friend though?
Ooh, how do you know if it's a real one?
You gotta test it out.
Blue eyes.
I'm trying to get to sleepover, man.
Deep behind enemy lines, man.
No, but it's true. What
Anyway,
Nick
lock
said.
it.
It's true what Nick said. Like, in my first relationship, actually, she had a guy best friend, but like I could feel like I think as a guy you can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell if you can check the guy if he has intentions. And for me, I knew the guy. I knew the guy. I talked with him. I didn't feel anything. I could tell that he was clean. So I didn't feel bothered by it. And I had female best friends too, or like female close friends. I wouldn't say best friend, but like close friends who were girls, and she was fine with it too because she could also feel the same thing. So honestly, it's the feeling. It's the feeling of security.
Yeah, I was gonna say guys are guys, girls are girls. So if I feel uncomfortable with my girlfriend's boy best friend, then like ace. But I'm also not gonna have any offense if she says, Nick, your girl best friend like upsets me, you know? Because just as much as I just have the feeling about the guy, she can have the feeling about the girl.
Exactly. Double standards.
Yeah.
This is But I want to go to what you said about you would not want to have a daughter just because of that. Like I honestly like I've had this conversation like with another one of my friends like just recently, and it was like top tier. Like that was a key point of the conversation. It's so like I would much prefer to have a son because I would feel so like I don't know how I would react if my daughter was just like treated with these intentions. It's so I don't even know.
Exactly.
Yeah. How do we deal with it, bro?
I feel like I personally feel very disrespected, but then obviously on top of that, like it's so disrespectful to my daughter. As well, you know. Also, with my ability to raise a son, just because I'm a guy, I feel I have much higher confidence in myself to instill values, etc., knowing it's from my personal experiences. Obviously, if I have a daughter, my wife is in the same shoes, but yeah.
I mean, we can lean into family love. How to properly love your children. Ooh, not just romantic.
That's far.
That's far though. That's far though.
I feel like still now a lot of people blur the lines between like a family relationship versus a friendship. I think some people get too close to their parents. I think your parents' primary job is to instill values into you, not be your best friend. So, I mean, a lot of people drink with their parents, do all that stuff, but for me, I feel like as a parent, it's my first job to make sure my kid grows up to be a good person.
To be their role model. To like,
yeah. I'm not their friend. Their friends are their age, you know?
That's true.
Yeah.
I think one like dilemma that I've always had with like I'm like picturing if I had a son is I think I would find it difficult to find the line between giving soft love and tough love, because especially for a son, because I think for a boy to like learn how to be a man, they need tough love. But I think I'm more attuned to giving soft love, so I need to find the line between that. I think that's really important.
Soft core.
It's different from raising a son is definitely different from raising a daughter.
And why not both? Why not tough love and soft love? Why not both? Why not both?
Find the line in between them, which is,
And the situations for boys are.
Yeah.
Especially, no one ever does the parenting thing multiple times over. Like everything every choice you make is going to be the first time you're making that choice. So, very challenging.
Try to do your best. That's what matters.
Yeah. Don't drink with your kids. Hot take. Or not a hot take. Maybe people agree with me.
Go on.
I just feel like, if I want to drink, I should be inviting you guys, I don't be like, yo, Karen, let's go, But that's just my opinion.
That's true.
Yeah, we talk about the side from parents to us. I think us to parents is also a different way we're treating them compared to best friends. Like we talk good things and also bad things to best friend, but it's kind of maybe for some of people that feel really difficult to talk about like bad things with their parents. Like you just don't want them to worry about you, and then want them to feel like you are happy all the time, and then no sad things happened. Yeah.
I think a little bit of fear of your parents is a good thing. Because I think it's definitely a reflection of them disciplining you and making sure your values are in order. Because if you fear your parents, like let's say if you messed up and you fear telling your parents, it means that you're at least now aware that what you did was wrong, and you guys, to the sense that you know they're going to be upset about it. Yeah.
I think you need that, like, especially at a young age, you need an authority figure in your life, and that fear comes from having an authority figure. I think that's really important to shaping a good person. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if there's an absence of that, then you can do whatever you want, and then things might go down, and then
Too much love is not a good thing.
So yeah, it needs soft and tough love.
For sure.
Actually, going back to like kids, what are your ideal? Like, how many kids do you want? Yeah. How many kids do you want?
For me, it's 2.
2. Okay.
Yeah. Cause I don't want to, like, if I have one kid, then the only kid, gonna be like lonely. So I think
spoiled.
Nice private school up in Causeway Bay. Must be nice, man.
yeah.
Chilling with white people.
And then the 2 kids gonna like take care of each other for sure when they grow up.
What about you, Nick?
I'm quite indifferent. Like I think this will change a lot over time, but at where I stand now, I feel like if I have no kids, that's fine with me. But if I marry someone and then my wife is like, hey, I want kids, then I'm fine with that too. I don't think I have a preference on if I want kids or not. If I was to have kids, I think I'd also lean towards 2. Just because from my experience as well, having like my older brother also as a figure to learn from was very valuable, I think. Because if you're a parent, you know, you're 30s or whatever, your kid's 6, 10, you can't, like, you can discipline them whenever, but you can't connect with them in a way they would truly understand the same way a sibling would, I think.
Yeah.
So I think having a sibling from that learning perspective is quite important. Also, it's just more fun.
I think like leading more into like siblingship. It's a really special connection. It's a really special thing to have.
Yeah.
Because you grow up together, and like 'cause your parents, they'll, like, it's sad, but they'll pass away and then you won't have them anymore.
Yeah.
But your siblings, like, if you're, let's say you're like roughly on the same age, you're literally walking the same, you're not walking the same path, but you guys are walking from the same pace as well. Like, you guys start from the same place, and then you guys are just basically, you have each other. I think. What about you, Michael?
How about me? What was your question? Oh, how many kids?
Your question, man.
2, 3 max. Maximum 3.
Max 3.
Max 3.
Ooh, we're going high.
Max 3. Just because I came from a family that has 3 children, including me.
Why'd you have to think about it?
No, it's just my family has 3 kids, including me. So 3, why not? Max. But ideally, I think 2.
Nice.
2.
That's interesting. All of us are 2. I'm also 2.
Yeah. Damn.
I think my ideal is an older brother and a younger sister. Because I think that, like, at least according to my own values, I guess I'm pretty traditional. I think the guy should be like, they should be like men, like be more like leading,
sure. Yeah.
and then the girl should learn how to, I guess, just like they should be protected, you know. Like, and I think having an older brother and a younger sister perfectly fits that dynamic. Yeah, and they'll learn to be in that position that will shape them to become who they are. I think it just fits. Yeah. Should we bust some myths?
Let's bust some myths.
Wait, pull up your iPad. We got some myths to bust.
What a good day!
That's a
How
painting,
many
bro.
times
What
you
the-
say that? It's like
What a good day.
times.
Yeah, we made a clip out of
I
that.
live for the weekend, and so there's only 52 of them every year. So
Oh,
when you think of it that
Only
way,
50?
it really slows it down.
Whoa, only 52
So
weekends.
you gotta enjoy everyone, man. It's a good day on a
Wow.
Saturday.
Enjoy everyone.
genuine. I wait 6 days a week just for Friday to come, man. So when it comes,
Ooh,
I gotta celebrate.
Okay.
good perspective. All right, first myth. This is controversial. Should we go with that one?
It's really controversial.
Really controversial.
No, it's just a myth though.
Yeah, okay.
It's your
Oh, yeah.
opinion.
Okay.
It's just
Yeah. All right, first myth.
Or fact.
Women fall in love faster than men. Yeah, this is big generalization.
Big stereotype.
Yeah.
Big stereotype. I think I'll agree with it.
I think on the psychological aspect, generally, women are more emotional, guys are more logical. Like just
Yes.
psychological, like biology. Can't disagree with that. So based off that, then I guess you can say that. But it is a big generalization. There are nuanced scenarios. Like not all girls are just emotional. Not all guys are just logical. So
We're not sexist. According
yeah,
to
we're not saying,
the
just
research.
to clarify.
I
Just to
think
clarify.
that girls tend to be better at emotional rationalization. And I think that's where this can come from, where kind of like what you were saying earlier. If I'm on a first date with a girl, I'm only ever thinking about the first date. But for the girl, she can be thinking about 4 or 5 dates ahead in advance in an emotional aspect. And so because she has a better image of our future together than I do, I think that can make it much easier for a girl to fall in love faster than a guy.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing. And I guess like most guys, they're taught to like suppress their emotions as well. So
That too.
naturally their emotional capacity for falling in love is going to be lower because their emotional capacity for everything is kind of just lower. So that's a generalization, but yeah.
Break societal norms.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What about your opinion, Michael?
As cliche as it sounds, for me, I think it really depends on the person. However, what you guys said was really valid. And yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, like I don't like to generalize.
I don't wanna
overgeneralize
generalize
stuff.
this.
Yeah, I don't
Mike
like to
depends-
generalize.
Depends on the person.
There's more to that. And yeah, I don't have much to say, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Very easy to make
To be
argument
honest, I
both
don't have
ways.
much to say.
Next,
yeah.
next, yeah.
All right, second myth.
Love at first sight exists.
Love at first sight exists.
I think it's important to define what the love actually means in that sentence.
Yeah, what is love at first sight?
Because I think like you can definitely you can start falling in love at first sight. Because falling in love is just a feeling. It's just like, damn,
Infatuation.
this person's attractive. Yeah, infatuation. There's a difference between, first episode we talked about it. But the difference between love and in love. Yeah. So, of course, you can definitely be infatuated with someone at first sight. That's usually when it starts, at first sight. You start feeling like, damn, this person's attractive. But if you're saying like, if you're gonna start committing to someone like just like this person is the person, I think that is borderline obsessiveness. If you start thinking about that, but I think if you're talking about just infatuation, it definitely can happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe in the idea of love at first sight exists. Because you can have the expectation of that person. You can visualize, you could imagine, you could fantasize a whole future with that person when you first meet them. But that is not real. That only exists in your head. So I think real love, I can't really define what's love, but what love to me is in the long term is having like how do I say, unbeatable like partnership and long-term, like I think love like shows itself in the long term. You know what I mean? In the short term you can show love, but then like it's a really hard thing for me to really put into words. But yeah, I think it could only show in the long term, and I think so. I don't think I debunk this myth.
Yeah, I think you mean just like first impression. Like, of course, the little people have a lot of fantasy about like after the first date, but I feel like you just didn't consider that much. You only see the face, just because your face look nice, and then you consider, oh, you have future with them, but you didn't consider other factor like what their personality, what they're gonna behave after 1 week or even like 1 year. Yeah, but everybody wants the person that who can like first date is when perfect, and you just like keep like that way. But like some people just change, like also like their deeper characteristic is not that as good as what you expected. So I think need more time and more like things to that.
Yeah, I'm on the exact same side as you. And a little bit of that is where, for me, I think no real attribute that brings true love is possible to have at first sight, because that's a lot of like matching personalities and trust, care, whatever. It's supposed to have all those at first sight, but I do strongly believe that first sight can 1000% lead to true love.
Yeah, I can kick off
Obviously.
that journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can be very strongly infatuated with someone off their first love, like first impression, and then be in true love with them later. But in that moment, not. But I do believe that it can very easily lead to it, obviously.
Yeah.
It is important.
thought.
Like, of course, like after first date, that you think, oh, that's the one, then you keep going. If after first date you don't think that's the one, then you won't like just keep trying out. So that won't lead to a future. Not even like there will be no tomorrow. Like if you don't like the first date.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Next myth: opposites attract.
Half of me wants to agree with this. Half of me wants to disagree with this. I think that definitely yin and yang, people complete each other, whatever.
Whatever.
But I mean, like obviously you get along with birds of the same feather flock together.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like that
Clip
one.
farming.
Yeah. So I think there's definitely an extent to it where you need someone who has to have the same values as you in terms of morals, respect, etc., etc. But I think it's equally important to find someone that brings out a side of you that wouldn't be brought out otherwise. It's like you're saying about the true love thing. You found a whole new side of yourself that you could love. So I think if you find someone who's opposite to you, they'll bring out a side of you that you didn't know. And that's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great insight.
Yeah. My stance on it is, I think, on a scientific level, opposites do attract. But and usually, honestly, it's the people who are different from you who at first like make you feel attracted. Because like,
Yes.
Be curious to learn, like.
yeah, because you're curious that they're different. They're different. It feels new to you and it feels exciting. That's why you're attracted, because it makes you feel thrilled.
Yeah.
It kicks off your dopamine. But then, but usually what's best for you is what's similar because you're compatible with them. But yeah, so I'd say it's like I think all of these myths, they're just like, they're black and white generalizations. So I think every situation is different, right?
Yeah.
Like sometimes opposites attract, sometimes they don't. Yeah.
I agree.
He agrees.
I mean, it's important to like have the same interests and then do all this thing together. But also, is really in a long term. Also, is really important to have like two or like fill the others like faults. Like if I lack of something, like if I cannot cook, and that's a huge thing in the future. Like if we are like living together, if I cannot cook, she cannot cook. So that's like the thing is an issue for us to live together, like in the future, like have a long term like marriage or even like relationship. So I think opposite attraction is really important to make like a long term easier. Like you just like a puzzle, so like two puzzle make like a whole
Whole piece.
yeah.
Whole puzzle. Two pieces make a puzzle.
Yeah.
You can be compatible, but different. Compatibility does not mean completely similar.
Yes.
You can fit each other. You can complement each other and become compatible in that way. Yeah.
True. No, personally, I like having compatible partner, but I'd also love for us to have different hobbies, so I can also try out different hobbies,
Yeah, exactly.
and she could also try my hobbies.
Yeah.
So that'd be fun. You know what I mean?
Nice. Like that's how you impress each other, right? So it's like you guys into two different hobbies.
Yeah.
I can attract her. I can attract her by doing that hobby, like, and then she can do something like attract me as well. So it's the passion about being in a relationship.
For sure. Yeah. For sure.
I think we'll have our last myth and then we'll finish off this episode because what 2 hours something. Yeah.
What a great episode.
Good episode though.
Great episode, great day.
Great day.
Yeah.
It's getting chilly out here.
All right, but last myth.
Let's see. Something spicy.
You screw-
Which
All
one
right.
do you want?
Last myth. You must love yourself before loving others. The
Yeah,
deep,
that's what
deep
we
last one.
talk about like the whole.
Yeah, honestly,
the
yeah,
whole
that's what we
time.
talked about.
Yeah, that's why we're single. Like we want to.
Because we're loving ourselves. Damn it.
Yeah. So as I said before, like if you keep loving yourself and develop yourself, make yourself at the top, and then actually you'll attract not just like being a sim and beg people to date you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't say anything. Yeah. But it's like, just like flower. Like think yourself as a flower. Like you make yourself stronger and then smells good, so you'll attract a lot of bees.
Yeah, we're sitting on the grass, see some flowers, nice trees. You know what I mean? You gotta build your garden first. Build your own garden. Grow beautiful flowers. To attract.
I think, especially when it comes to conflicts with those you love, like Andrew was saying earlier, it's very easy for ego to get involved into those things. And so I think if you truly love yourself and then you truly know yourself, it makes loving others a lot easier because then you know where your actions, your feelings, your words all come from within yourself.
Yes.
And then you won't let ego, insecurity, or whatever cloud what's in front of you.
Yeah, I think like a prerequisite of self-love is self-knowledge and self-understanding.
Yes.
So if you love yourself, then you should already know yourself enough to be able to love yourself.
Yeah, you know what you want.
Yeah,
So
I think
it's easier.
I think another angle about this myth, like you must love yourself first before loving others, is like, if you don't know how to love yourself, then it'll be difficult to know how to properly love the other person. Because if you don't love yourself, you don't treat yourself and take care of yourself, then your capacity of loving yourself automatically just reflects your capacity of loving the other person. So yeah,
True.
actually, I want to play devil's advocate with this one. There's
Ooh.
like I think everybody should take the responsibility in loving themselves and making sure you're secure before entering a relationship. But I do think that it's okay to come into a relationship without having everything figured out by yourself, right? I think you should hold the responsibility of making yourself the best version that you can be, but I think it's definitely okay to allow yourself to have your partner help you in that journey. And I think you don't have to have everything figured out.
Yeah.
I think you can come into it insecure, but just know that that's your responsibility. And don't completely be codependent just because you have that insecurity.
Yeah, I feel like even if you don't love yourself or if you're insecure with yourself or whatever, if you enter a relationship, then seeing yourself from someone else's eyes or seeing yourself in a new environment, I guess, will bring up more knowledge about yourself. And then through that, you can learn to understand yourself better, love yourself better. So yeah, there's definitely the side that being in the relationship will give you more self-realization and self-love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your partner can also teach you about qualities that you don't know about yourself that they appreciate, and then you can learn to appreciate those things too.
Yeah. I mean, I guess lesson is just to, learn to love yourself. That's a good ending on a good, let's end on a good note. Learn to love yourself.
Learn to love yourself.
Love yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I've been trying to say the whole time.
Quit the yap, man.
Thank you guys for coming and yapping with us. It's been great. We enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Always
Good.
a pleasure.
It's been
Good
such a good day.
conversations.
Good day.
Yeah, really
Great
beautiful day.
day.
Beautiful conversations.
Exactly. With beautiful people. We'll drop in their Instagram. You can check them out.
Yeah.
That's it for episode 2.
Thank you so much for having us,
Thank
man.
you so much.
Thank you.
Peace.
And love. I love.
Awesome.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice. Oh shit.